Welcome to the Was It Good Though podcast. We'll be bringing raw and unfiltered energy for each movie and TV show that we will be reviewing. Just think of it as turning your movie group chat into a podcast. I am one of your hosts. My name is Jazz.
I am Jason. And man, per usual, I got some house rules I want to run through with you. So let's get started. One, we will be spoiling this review. So if you haven't seen it, you haven't watched it, please stop, go check it out, and then come listen to this review. Number two, please like, share, subscribe. Let your friends know, let your church members know, let your family know what we are doing over here at the Was It Good Though podcast. Number three, have fun. We just kicking shit, having fun with my friends. That's what we do. And last but not least, this is not a kid-friendly podcast. So if you're watching with your kids, that's something on you that has nothing to do with us. Let's get to this review.
What's good? What's good? Nah, I just man, I went to Chipotle, man. I was hungry and I didn't have time to go home and change. So my bad for being a little tardy. What's good, bro?
Are you okay?
What's up, man? I'm Chris, y'all. The recruiter, apparently.
Okay. You got any jobs right now? I'm looking.
You said what's your name, bro?
My name is Furb. You can call me Steve, Danny.
Whatever.
Steve,
Wait.
you need to put on the what is it?
Furb.
Steve or Danny. Okay.
We calling him Furb.
What's the paper that y'all submit? What's the papers y'all submit to companies?
Resume?
The application. Whatever name you need to put on the application to get me hired.
I'm gonna go with Steve. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's fine.
I bet.
Hey, we just saying that the young guy who put the wrong name, he did Steve Lebowski or something. He sued them.
I saw that too.
They said we don't want Trevante. We want to take Steve.
Listen, that name works. That's the fake name that I use all the time with people. I'm like, oh, how you doing? My name is Steve. And they cracks me up all the time.
I wonder if they question if my name is Jason Wallace, because I'm pretty sure Wallace is a slave name.
That's definitely
Jason. Wallace, you think Wallace is a slave name?
I never met a white Wallace.
Wallace and Gromit.
Wallace? Well, that's his first name, wasn't it?
That's the UK, though.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Hey, no American. Like, what's
am I from the? Is my family? Is my people from the UK possibly?
Hell no.
How you know?
Well, maybe Africa, then the UK, but
yeah. Of course. Niggas in Alabama, I ain't no goddamn the UK nothing.
Jason just wanted an excuse to eat beans with his breakfast. That's all that is.
No.
Yup.
No, you know that.
He had rice biscuits
with baked beans on the side.
Y'all be hating. I wouldn't feel no baked beans for no biscuits, man. That sounds crazy.
As long as you put sugar in your grits, man, we cool, man.
Y'all, come on. We're not doing
sugar and grits.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You heard me.
Wait. So Furb is from the East Coast, so I'm pretty sure he gonna frown at something like that, a conversation like that.
Why would you? I'm from Philly. Why would you put sugar in grits? That's nasty.
It's not nasty.
It is.
It is.
It's not nasty.
Why you don't eat cream of wheat?
You said, how do I eat cream of wheat?
No, why don't you eat cream?
I hope you don't eat cream. I hope you don't eat cream. You eat cream, man. This nigga here, man.
What's wrong? Hold on.
This nigga's definitely.
That's a Pennsylvania thing, though. I got family in Pennsylvania. That's like a mid-Atlantic, upper Northeast thing.
I wouldn't give a fuck if your family was being on the rice box. I'm not eating no cream of wheat.
Nah, that made people brown sugar go crazy, dog.
Brown sugar in the.
It's a flavor. It go crazy, bro. I promise you.
It just be eating like slaves. Like what literally?
Yeah. I was thinking the other day, I was looking at Beyond sausages, and I was like, who keeping these niggas in business? They got new types. They got new buffalo ranch. I'm like, why are you eating a ranch flavored Vienna sausage? As why your face do that?
That sounds interesting.
Nah, that sounds nasty.
All right. Let's get to this episode because
I'm not doing it.
Because typically she's disgusted. That face was not disgusted. It was like, wait, what?
I would have to see a packaging to see how attractive it looks.
Man, look, man. And this episode is 111, right?
Yes, 111.
Yes. Welcome to the What's It Good Though podcast about movies and TV shows. I am one of your hosts. I am Jason.
I am Jazz.
And we are here with a couple of our guys to discuss maybe I don't know. I don't know where I have it right now. I do think the season um I think the season did a good job. We're gonna see where it ranked amongst the other seasons. But we enlisted our guy Chris. Chris, how you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
Nah, been a pleasure, sir. Been a pleasure, sir. Let the people know where they can find you and what you got going on.
Can find me at Chris LaFleur on Twitter and Instagram, mainly talking about movies and sports. I dabble a little bit in writing at Crazy Scary Cool on WordPress, just writing about movies and sports. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm into.
And we brought in one of our guys from the Joe Budden ecosystem. One of the craziest I've seen or have had inside the chat. Furb, how are you doing, my guy?
I'm doing well. I'm trying to stay cool. You know, the heat has been a lot, but I'm hanging in there. I'm hanging in there. I'm blessed to be here.
Hey, I'm glad to hear that, man. After our conversation, because we back and forth, because you typically be like, bro, you grade, you have like you grade like it's a curve on the grade, and it'd be hard to say. I'm like, bro, it's not even that. But some points you do have that be valid, so it'd be interesting to see how you and Chris feel about different things. But I'll be sure to facilitate those moments. Let the people know what you got going on and where to find you.
I can be found anywhere at Furby Factor. Probably sharing my thoughts about whatever is on my mind. That's
Got you. Got you. But Jazz, we are here at 111 episodes. I think this the first show that we've done this second season to, or second season of, if I'm not mistaken.
I you got Atlanta, or was that two parts? Atlanta was two parts, and Stranger Things was probably two parts as well.
Okay, yeah, so it's just two parts of them because I don't think there's been. Well, see, Atlanta should have had two Actually, we did do Atlanta twice. I take that back. We did Atlanta the finale, and we did the season 3 when it was overseas. But okay, never mind then. But we are here to talk about The Boys season 4. Crazy finale. Chris felt very strongly. He's been trying to talk about this since he's seen it. I've seen how Furb felt. I haven't told how I felt. I don't know how Jazz felt about it. But man, we feel like let's get into it, man. A lot of different character developments that we had this season. Some I didn't really like. Some changed toward the latter part of the season where I began to enjoy them. So let's just start with the shit first. Furb, what was the weakest storyline to you this season?
I think it's a tie between it's a three-way tie between the random Fight Club shit with Kimiko, Frenchie battling his demons again, and Huey and his parent shit. You cut those three storylines out, the season is maybe it gets like 2 points better, but nothing else changes. It adds nothing to the story. It just completely derails the momentum. And the final episode is actually like exemplary of what we can really get when they're focused. It's like, okay, we're not veering off on side quests and side missions where we're streamlined.
Do you not think that, at least with Huey's story, because, well, I will say, in my opinion, I don't feel like the payoff for Huey's story has happened yet. Like, because nothing changed for him. He just kept getting his ass handed to him episode after episode after episode for like at least 5 or 6 episodes. It was just like they just don't give a fuck. They just want to write this nigga the worst storyline ever. But do you not think his can be paid off at a later time? Like I feel as if it's going to make him a stronger person, or I feel like I had a different expectation for how this was going to end this season. So since that didn't happen, I definitely thought something different was happening.
Because it didn't tie into like it didn't really tie into what was going on with him in this season, right? Like he's dealing with, yo, I'm getting too comfortable with being with the boys. I just took somebody's life and I didn't even flinch. That is what he was focusing on. Like, yo, all of this is getting to me is too much. We could have had all of that without randomly inserting, oh, and your dad is dead. And here comes your mom. Because it's like, we didn't ask for this and we didn't need it. You know, like it's cool in isolation, but right now we gearing up to the end of all things. We need to be focused on the main stuff, what's really going to affect the characters. Could it be paid off in a later season? We only got one more season left. Maybe, but what they're gonna focus on is what's going on now, what they had in the finale. He said it like, yo, I don't like killing. That's why he tried to make that deal with Newman and tried to. We can. Well, I mean, we talking about the finale, so we can talk spoilers. Okay. Yeah, but I don't know. It just I don't see a point with it there. If you can take the story, if you can take that out and it not affect the story at all, then it's a problem with it being there.
I never thought about it like that, but I definitely get it. But I think my point in that is because there are some things that I forgot about, kind of like I think Victoria Newman.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about Young and the Restless, but her name is actually that. But she was giving her daughter the V in the either season 2 or season 3. I can't remember which season it was, but I forgot about that. And that was the first thing they paid off as soon as the season started. It was like, oh shit, I did forget. That she was doing that. But Jazz, I'm gonna come to you. What was your weakest storyline in the season?
I'm gonna definitely agree with Furb when it comes to Frenchie and Kamiko. I'm like, okay. And I would say half of Starlight's storyline kind of irritated me, but then it got to the end and I was just like, okay, we needed to see all of that to see the end point for where her character ended up at the end of this. Because it's just like, okay, she's struggling with herself, which is why her powers are ineffective. And everybody is seeing it. And so I was just like, all right, you got this whole organization, and then you got your villain who you created. You created your own villain across the street from you within Firecracker. And I was just like, all right, so where is all of this going? But I think they use Starlight as the storyline of kind of Trump versus Biden. They're supporters against each other. So they needed Starlight's group to be that symbol. So I was just like, okay, I guess. But when I did my rewatch, I was like, let me fast forward through these motherfuckers right here, because all right. But
What about you, Chris? What was the weakest one for you?
I'm gonna say Kamiko, because like I agree with a lot of the things that Ferb has said. Frenchie, I feel like that does add to his character and makes him more human, because I feel like there was times to where he was just doing anything and it seemed like he had no conscience. So I feel like him developing a conscience kind of adds to his character. So I would say that adds to it. But Kamiko, I feel like all of this should have been talked about in like season 1 or season 2. And kind of to Ferg's point, I do agree that a lot of these things, if it can be taken out of the season and if it's not moving forward, then it's unnecessary. So I would say that. That's probably the weakest. I would say with Huey, they got to give Huey something to do. I didn't really like the thing with his dad, and his mom and his dad, but like, and I think I've asked y'all this before, like, what is his purpose? Like he's kind of just like, to me, it feels like he's just hanging around. I don't see him as the main character, so he truly has to have something to do. So I feel like he had to get something. But one thing, and this is something I've been thinking about, and I'm not sure if y'all are going to get into it. Watching The Boys, I'm not really sure if there is a conventional main character. I feel like it's Homelander, if you have to say one. So I feel like the show is unique from the point of view, at least in my opinion, that we're seeing the main character from the villain's point of view, but that makes The Boys less interesting. So I think they're kind of putting these storylines in there to kind of give them something to do, because the main character, the most interesting character, at least to me, is Homelander. But it's like, if he's the one we're most invested in, if he's the most interesting, well, what about these other little side quests? So I think to First point, we kind of got to shoe in these side quests to say that, okay, well, what are they going to do? So that's why I kind of feel like at this season got a little bit distracted, because Homelander has kind of stole the show in a lot of ways, and it's made them, I don't want to say irrelevant, that's a little bit too harsh, but it's taken the spotlight off of the boys. when it should be on them. So I feel like the writers have kind of give them something to do outside of just pursuing Homelander. So that's kind of some of my thoughts.
So I'm not against it. I will say it does feel like, yeah, did y'all watch Orange is New Black? Did y'all
I
watch
watched
that?
like 10 minutes of the first episode.
I feel like I feel like Huey got Pipered, because Piper was the main character, and then as the show kept progressing, it shifted to everybody else. It just went about everybody, and she became one of the worst characters in the show. Like, it was just like it was hard to watch because how annoying her character was. Now, I'm not upset with Homelander being the focus, but I gotta show love to Butcher as well. I do think Butcher on the other side of that, or being the opposition, there's not even really a good or bad between. Well, there's not a good in either of these two people. But I think Butcher could also be a main player or a main character, because I don't think MM is. Like, they give them different episodes to give them different things. Like, he has his family stuff, and it kind of lets you know what everybody is fighting for. Because I think it initially did probably start with Huey, but then when Huey got in with Starlight, it kind of fortunately or ironically, it dimmed his light in that situation. Because when he's with them, like I said, what can he do outside of? I mean, he didn't even bring the crew together. All them people knew each other. Outside of him, he just running into Butcher at the same time. Whenever they was dealing with the invisible guy, he just kind of tagged along at that point.
And then if you kind of think about it, the reason why they even had Huey stick around with them is because he was dating Starlight. So he was close with the soup. And so they was just like, okay, let's keep him around and then be like our intel. Now, as it's going on, I definitely agree with you, Chris. I don't think Huey was ever really the main character in this. I always thought it was split between Homelander and Butcher. So
I think in season 1, I got the sense, or at least I thought he would be the primary character, but I think, well, maybe even Butcher then. But I think that like early on, I would say there was more of an emphasis on him on the beginning. But I think as the show went on, like once Starlight became one of the team, I just feel like his role kind of diminished a little bit. So I don't really see him. I mean, I feel like he could go home. Like, I just don't know, like, why I be watching it. I'm like, damn, like, what is he doing? Like, he really can't do too much. And I mean, it's no shot at Jack Quaid as the actor. I think he's doing a good job, but just the character, I'm just watching him. I just don't know, like, what tangibly is he actually offering? The only thing he does is like just argue with MM to get Butcher back on the team. That's like the only thing he does for me. And that's so I hate that shit.
They did that.
I feel like,
yeah.
I do feel like he is somewhat of their moral compass, because everybody else besides MM are willing to go to a different level or do something that most people wouldn't be willing to do. And he's more so always trying to be the voice of reason in the friend group, because we know Kimiko doesn't have a voice, or so we thought. And then, Frenchie, we know what he wouldn't do. He's kind of battling that, which I didn't care about Frenchie's storyline, bro. Because imagine you with you got the girl you've been with years and years, and she be like, "You can't be with me. Go be with them. Like, it's okay, because I want you to." It was like, bro, what? Y'all both do fucked up shit. Y'all can go go be Love and Joe. Go be that. Y'all could be happy or something.
But instead, he felt like dating somebody whose family he killed. Like, I was like, is that what? I was like, yeah.
Yeah. That might
I don't know what they pulled
that.
I think they spun the wheel and was like, what we doing with Frenchie this season? And it just landed on that, because what's the likelihood? Because he was working in Russia, and then somehow he killed this dude's parents, and then he magically is like, oh wait, I'm with you actually. It's just, that's what I'm saying. That we didn't need it. It wasn't necessary.
Yeah, I definitely think Frenchie's story was probably the worst. I enjoyed Kimiko's story, not the backstory, but I enjoyed Kimiko's story. And I figured once she mentioned how she lost her voice for real, it would make sense. That would come back up, and it did pay. So outside of that, Jazz, who was your favorite new character to the show?
Sister Sage, of course. Like, absolutely. And the thing is because like when she was introduced and seeing her interact with Homelander, I was just like, every scene that they was in, I was like, he really want to kill her. But even though you came to her door asking for her help. And so then it got to the finale and I was like, oh, sis was playing the long game. And I saw a lot of discussions online of people just like, well, why didn't she tell Homelander that A-Train was actually the mole? And it's just like, did y'all not see what Homelander did to sis in the office who was like, I was on a phone with Starlight and didn't even let her finish her comment because he just snapped. Like he kept killing people prematurely before getting the information that he needed, which is why he just, I guess, kept hitting roadblocks. But Homelander is like crazy for real, but he was dealing with internal battles within this season himself. So yeah, I'm definitely Sister Sage for sure.
I mean, he's been dealing with him since, I mean, truly since the season one, like as far as like an internal battle, because he has this thing of wanting to be liked or wanting to be loved or needing that approval till he finally came to a point of where he didn't need it. And then he needed this son to put on the show, and he like, wait, not this. Y'all giving him too much love. Like, what about me? And like, wait, bro, you in the back now. You pushing somebody else up.
Do you think he saw Ryan as competition? I guess for the spotlight.
I don't think
absolutely.
You mean prior? Do you mean prior to him finding out Ryan was competition, or you mean like as it was happening? Because he definitely was upset that Ryan was taking out the spotlight from him.
Yeah, I didn't see it like that, to be honest with you.
What you thought he was?
He tried to make him Homelander Jr.
You think he was jealous?
I just think he just a narcissist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he was trying to turn Ryan to a smaller him, but it's just like, how are you going to try to turn him into a Homelander Jr. without the Homelander spotlight, to be jealous of the spotlight that you're creating for him?
Yeah, I never saw jealousy. I never saw that. I think he does love Ryan in a twisted way. Yeah. I never saw jealousy. Yeah.
You don't think that. What makes you think he loved him? He raped his mom. You probably can't even say that on here.
No, he was, well, this is your pod. I was gonna say, I mean, that's what happened. This is what happened.
And it was mentioned in the final series, but he met Ryan like he was trying to be that father figure that he never had. And we saw that in this season, to where how they experimented on him running tests and all of that. He was just like, from my understanding, like he's kind of doing all of this for, of course, the power, but he wants Soups to have more control because he sees humans as less than. So he's just like, I'm trying to give Ryan opportunities that I didn't have. That's what I got from it.
Daz, if you don't shut that down, you over here sounding like Will Smith in Pursuit of Happiness. Goddamn it, this is definitely not that.
I didn't see that either.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that he sees Ryan as the closest person to him and the only person that he could actually even relate to. So I don't think that it would be any sort of jealousy. Like I just think that I think Homelander looks down on every single person on Earth except for Ryan. Now I can see if Ryan starts to get strong as him, which I think is what's going to happen, and I think Ryan is going to be either beating Homelander, then I could see him seeing him as a threat. But right now, I think he just sees him as his legacy and just someone who is just a part, like another him.
I think he does see him like that, but also it's jealousy in there. It's like, damn, y'all really going to flock to him so quick? Like, still look at me. Like, all right, look at him, but look at me. I made him. So it should be like, yo, I'm great for making this. So praise me, but praise him, but praise me still. That's what it came across to me. Because he was quick to be like, yo, be like my underhand, be my sidekick or whatever. And then when he heard them talking about how he was getting old and they had to use Photoshop on his neck rolls and his fat, he was like, damn.
But is that Ryan's fault,
to get in front of the camera?
Or the fact that he's dealing with that he's aging? I don't think that has anything to really do with Ryan. Like, he's collecting pubic hair in his desk drawer.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a little bit of both.
It is. I think it's both, because anytime when Ryan was speaking up for himself, he got mad. He got mad, which I mean, it's a growing pain because it is a parent learning to deal with a kid. they never had to deal with it. They never had to raise, and the kid is speaking back against you, and you feel as if you know what they need to do or what's best for them, and you want to put them in the best light or in the best situation. But then just like when they was filming a TV show and it was Ryan's TV show and Homelander made it about himself, he was like, wait, no, I need to be in it too. We need to be him and me. Put me on the, he was like, but it's not about you at all. Let him have this. And then he started letting him have his moments, but the only reason he started allowing Ryan to have his moments is because shit was fucking up for him on the backside, and he started putting Ryan to the side. It was like, nah, fuck Ryan. This all about me. I got to figure this out. Whatever this is, I got to figure it out. He was just fucking stuff up.
I mean, I guess I looked at that as more so ego and just him being self-centered than necessarily saying that, like, if Ryan has something, I should have it too. So, I mean, I guess that I can see how y'all could see it as jealousy, but I don't think it's so much like Ryan specifically. I think it just could be anyone. Like if A-Train's movie started to do well, I think that Homelander would make it about himself. So I think it's less about the person and more so just how Homelander sees himself. And one thing I wanted to point out is that if there was anybody Homelander would be jealous about, I think it would be Soldier Boy, but he looked up to him. He admired him. So I do think that Homelander has like a level of like reverence to people who he sees as equals. And he kind of like Soldier Boy kind of played him in season 3 a little bit, just because the way that he was acting. So like Soldier Boy was like kind of his equal and he didn't feel any sort of, or I don't remember any sort of animosity or jealousy. But he was kind of dick riding a little bit in season 3. I remember. Yeah, he was kind of a groupie.
But in that situation, it's a bit different because that's his dad. That's the one he's looking up to. That's what he came from. That's what he was born. So and like y'all just said, he was always wanted or longed for that. Like he was looking for that father figure. So he finally got something that was not even, we can say he was because I think he would have cared or Soldier Boy regardless if he was a hero or just a regular person. It was the father figure thing that he had in that. And that's why, like, when he was killing them people, when he was in the lab, he kept hugging all them women. It was just somebody he could love, or he can, so he was mistakenly killing people, which, that's what, the kids are doing in Red River or shit. We seen it in Gen V when the lead killed her parents. Like, it's just, a mistake, them not knowing, or maybe they do know how strong they are, because his ass was, I don't know what he had going on. Chris, who was your favorite new character?
She's terrible, but Firecracker made me laugh. Like, she was funny as shit. Like, she's terrible, but she's funny, man.
So on brand for you.
Stop
it's
kind of
nasty.
Come on, she's not funny. Come on now.
Nah, she hilarious.
Yeah, like
she
especially
hilarious.
Like seeing like how like they're parodying her and like real life, like it's funny as shit to me.
Yeah.
Since a split stage, like I just don't like the smugness with her. Like she's just mad smug, and I don't believe that like she coordinated all of this. I think she was an opportunist, and I don't believe it. I just think that she had an opportunity to manipulate Homelander at the end, but I don't believe that she planned all the assassinations. Because how she would know Butcher would kill Newman?
Because that's in his character. It was in his character. Because I'm not buying that. Had it played the way it should have played out, Newman would have been cool. She just would have been wherever she would have been at. It would have been all right, and it would have went that way. And I don't know how I feel about that, dude.
About what?
Newman dying. I truly thought Huey was going to end up with Newman, and Annie was going to turn the Homelander side. I thought that's the route it was going.
Well, he got her in real life.
I know, but I thought she was going. I thought they was going to flip it. I didn't know she was going in front of her kid, bro. This show don't give a fuck about not a thing except the boys. They would not kill the boys.
To be fair, her daughter.
Wait until next season.
Yeah.
I figure. I'm just saying, like I expected some of the boys to get killed. Before we get there, Furb, who was your favorite new character? Was it also Sister Sage?
Yeah, it'd be Sage. It'd be a tie between it got to be like a new character. It can't be like this character this season, right?
It's season 4 character. So mine is Black Noir. I was going
to say it's between Sage and Black Noir, because Black Noir in the Deep got like a rapport that's so funny, but Sage, the way that she played everything, I don't think that she was an opportunity. I think she really, because she's constantly thinking, I think she did plan everything to go the way that it went, because if you really like study these people, they are predictable in a certain way. And I like how it showed her intelligence to like understand these people's emotions, understand like, oh, okay, like, yeah, I know y'all spying on me. So I'm gonna go ahead and say like some funny shit to A Train to make him think like, yo, is she looking at us? Do she know? But I'm like, yo, when like when they was following her at the the
The Truth
Republican shit.
Con? Oh yeah, Truth
Uh
Con.
yeah, TruthCom. Yeah, when they was following her, I'm watching it with my brothers at the same time. We like, yo, she gotta know they stalking her.
Mhm.
And the whole time it was her plan. She like,
Yeah.
yo, show me that y'all got this. And I think she knew that they was gonna fuck up because it was all part of her plan to get all this shit done. And then at the end, when she was like, I did all this shit just to see if I could, just because it was fun. I'm like, yo, I love this bitch. I need to see her in the next season again. She is amazing. But yeah, it'd be a tie between her and I would say Black Noir and the Deep as a duo, because their rapport is just. I didn't think I would like it because the Deep never been my cup of tea, but the introduction, just the way they go back and forth with killing, and it's just so funny.
Right. Then man, Black Noir, that scene when that was I think episode 7, they got the fight with Annie and them, right?
Yeah, that was
Remember?
Yeah,
Yeah, he saw it flying. I was like, man, I'm glad they paid that off. He just fucking he said, wait, this fucking can fly. He just fall asleep mid fight.
That's funny as shit.
No, they got some good writers, man. I don't know how they, like I said, some stuff is a miss, but everybody can't be perfect.
Yeah.
Everybody can't be perfect. Shit. What was I going to say? Oh, so we did have season 1 or an OG get killed this season. Grace. That was unexpected. I didn't even expect, like, I ain't see. I'm like, bro, what? Like, but she was doing the most per usual. Like, bro, you're not paying, like, you're not reading the room. Like, shit, she read the wall, I guess.
That's how that actor wanted Ryan to push him. He said, "Oh, I can take it. Just push me a little," and he did too much. And with this, he didn't. It don't seem like he hit her that hard, but that wall was so thick to where I feel like it probably wasn't as thick of a wall. She may have been okay, but he looked at her like
she hit the top of her head, and he was upset.
and she
like,
old too, so
yeah.
he didn't really have to do. I could have pushed her, and she would have been out of here. But
Grace
I ain't
was
care
like,
that she died. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
It was just shocking because it's like, oh, so y'all just decided not to kill nobody else, but you just y'all go after Grace.
Exactly. That's why I said, I'm like, bro, they could have killed. I'm thinking when they getting captured at the end, like I'm thinking Frenchie out of here, and I'm thinking gonna be out of here, and it's like the rest of them got to figure it out. But I'm like, bro, what the? It's like they grabbing the regular people, but then they letting the heroes go. Like they letting them just. Like I guess because they're heroes. I guess that's what the martial law part of it is.
Yeah, I didn't really like her death. Like I wasn't like too bent out of shape about it, but I feel like they kind of pulled like a Scream 6 to where they kept like the core alive, but they needed to kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because like even if Ryan just pushed her out the way and then he just fly away, that would have had the same impact. So I think they needed that death. It was definitely unexpected. I wasn't foreseeing that, but she was kind of wild, and like he's saying that he want to leave, and he got superpowers. Like you can't keep him there. Like I don't know what she thought she was gonna do. And even with those 6 inch, is it 6 inch or 6 foot walls?
6 foot.
Are we sure that could even hold him? Like maybe, but I mean,
it held him.
Yeah, they know
it
young
held
Homelander.
Homelander.
Okay. Then
he's not getting out of there.
Yeah.
I have a question. Oh, I'm sorry, Chris. Go ahead.
No, I'm done.
I have a question with this scene. So Becca was visiting Butcher throughout this season. Why is it the one time where we need you to visit and give him some words of encouragement to convince your son to stay, she was not there? It's like ever since, I think Joe was his name, the other personality showed up and called her a bitch, she just stopped showing up to Butcher. Like he just...
That was his hint. That was him finally getting over her. Like he was over her death. He was done with Becca. So he ended that, and he wanted Joe. That's the personality he wanted. It's kind of like what's the Moon Knight? It's like they have these different personalities, but this is who I want to be though. Like I want to be the reckless evil person. Becca holding me back.
So prior to Ryan killing Grace, Butcher was still having hope in him. And then soon as he killed Grace, then Butcher was just like, all right, ain't no going back. We got to kill him. I'm talking about before he killed Grace. Why did Becca not decide to show up? Because she was over here.
He shut her down. He shut Becca down prior to that. Like whenever
what scene?
Yeah, whenever that scene you said when he called her a bitch. Whenever that conversation happened, find out that Becca. Well, we knew Becca was was somebody he was talking to in his head. We knew that. But whenever that scene when Becca and Joe or Kessler, I think his name is Kessler, whenever they finally talk to each other, that was the end of that. That was the end of her. He ended that situation where so that was the tie. That was to set the tie. He cut the tie at that point. It wasn't no more Becca because it wasn't. So yes, he was trying to be reasonable, but he was doing it from himself. It wasn't a thing of that. It wasn't an inner voice. It was like, hey, we need to do, but it was still, you need to kill your dad. It wasn't, but he was trying to figure out a way to say it. It wasn't like he wasn't committed to nothing else. He wasn't going to use the
virus.
What was it?
The thing.
He wasn't, he I don't think he had planned on using the virus to put it in the air. I don't even think that's a viable option because we know Gen V is coming back and that's going to kill everybody. It's no, unless they make maybe they may make a solution that like we had for COVID. Maybe they make a vaccination for soups where they can't get killed due to the air or whatever may happen with their virus.
I also think like Becca didn't show in that scene because Butcher wasn't saying anything wrong at that point. Like he was being like, all right, if you feel like you safe with Homelander, I'm not gonna stop you. Because he had hope in him. He like, even though you with Homelander, I seen you on the television be like, yo, what they're talking about on this show that I'm on is wrong. And that shit don't sit with me at all. My mom would not like this at all. She said that family is all you got. And he was like, yeah, this is why I'm believing in him. And that's something that I didn't like in season 3. It was like he was saying all the wrong stuff at the season 3 finale and was pushing him away. But this one, it's like, all right, so now we get Ryan to not be on his side, but also it's not because of him that's messing up. He's not messing up this time. He's saying the right things. He's like, all right, I'm going to just play this game with you. I'm going to talk to you. I'm not even bringing up like all the dark stuff. He's like, yo, I'm going to get to that. Like, give it some time. Then Grace just jump out and go, all this stuff happened. And like, we need you to do this. And Butcher's like, yo, chill. So I like that he did that. And I think that this sets up a better dynamic for him and Ryan in the future. Because now it's like Ryan ain't totally good, but he ain't totally evil. So he gonna have to decide what to do with him. But I'm looking forward to see where they take it.
I want to see Ryan fight the kid from Gen V.
What you talking about?
Autism?
Yeah.
What's his name again? I keep forgetting his name.
I don't remember him or Kate. And Kate is not redeemable.
Nah, she's not. Nah. Yeah, Kate is trash. Yeah, she pretty.
That's the one with the mind powers.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I thought when she touched, I thought it was going to be like The Happening when she touched Frenchie. I thought a whole bunch of he's going to jump off of something and just end it at that point.
Yo, but Jason, I do want to give you. Oh, go ahead, Jazz.
No, sorry, Chris. Does it seem like Kamiko got her ass beat a lot in this season?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
I was saying at the end she need a weapon because like just being able to regen, it's not enough. How you let the shifter whoop your ass? Like, come on, bro.
The shifter was getting
the shifter was kind of she was a little OP a little bit.
She reminded me of Jubilee. No. She reminded me of Rogue. She reminded me of Rogue because like when she take you, I don't think she had their powers though. Maybe it was just.
I think she had memories. Or maybe
she for sure got memories. That's
man. She was throwing hands and she was whooping all them.
Taking bullets. Yeah, she was nice with it. I wasn't expecting. I thought she was just gonna be like. I didn't think she was gonna be strong like that.
I ain't never seen.
Have we seen the shapeshifter?
Not in this season.
Have you seen the shapeshifter up to this point?
No, I don't know.
Yo,
because
but
it,
Jason, I just wanted to give you your flowers though, because you predicted that those are hallucinations in like episode 1. Like you said that early. You was like, yeah, that's not real.
Yeah, it
And
felt.
then
I
ever
mean,
since you said that, like that playing the season, I'm like, damn, I see it now.
yeah, yeah,
Then
because
it became then it became obvious.
it became convenient. Like every time he comes to the room, nobody else is there. Like
Yep.
nobody. But then he's not interacting with nobody else. Any point, he's not interacting. He just that fucking sneaky. He's just that guy that's just popping up out of nowhere. And it was like, and the crazy thing, the I think they have like one of the best Twitter handles because they're like, yeah, we might do a spin-off show about Joe. Like we may like now we're like, no, there's no way to there is no way they can make a spin-off show about Joe. um, Jazz, what was your favorite episode of the season?
I think my favorite episode was episode 5. That was when they were at the farm with all the V animals, and then you also had the Vought similar event similar to what Marvel does with their stuff of different projects that are coming out and things like that. And then you had Huey dealing with his father in the hospital killing people. So everybody was split up dealing with chaos. So I was like, damn, y'all don't get no time off to just mentally recover from the shit that just happened. Like it was just
that was my favorite. That was my favorite too. But you know, I'm a big Flash CW fan, so a lot of that was what if Flash was like, what if Flash was actually dark. And they have like Zoom and Savitar, the people in the show, they went that dark and they was reaching through people and doing stuff. Flash wasn't, but it was dope to see, you know, like how Huey's dad and how. But I also shout out to Simon Pegg because I didn't know he had acting chops like that. Because I was like, what the fuck is that? I'm just used not saying that he's always just silly because he was in I think Star Trek or Star Wars or something, but he wasn't. He's kind of like comic relief, but he wasn't super over the top type. So it was just dope to see him go back and forth, and then his mind deteriorating. So he looking at his wife, he's missing her. Then at the next point, he's angry at her. Then it's just like, I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
When he
bro,
was chasing him down the hall, I said, y'all better get out of here.
Furb, what about you? What was your favorite episode?
The finale, for sure. The finale ties up everything. It gets you excited for the next season, and it was nice seeing Butcher crash out and use his tumor powers. Like, because I'm trying to see. I want next season. I want to see him catching bodies. You got the power to do it now. You morals off. It's like fuck it. Everybody got to go. I just want to see that. So it's just the promise of all that's to come, and the way it paid off everything that is said in this season, like Sage's plan. What else did it fit? The virus. It was a lot that I wanted it to do, and this episode did it for me. All the other episodes was cool, but the finale definitely for sure.
Got you. Chris, what about you?
Damn. Maybe the episode where Homelander went to the facility. I think that was some of his best acting. Like just like the facial expressions and like just watching that, I'm like, yeah, this is phenomenal acting, and I feel like that solidified him as like one of like my favorite TV characters. Not just that episode, but just like I feel like this season solidified him as one of the best TV characters. But that was wild because I feel like Homelander's always been crazy, but him doing that, I think this is a point to where he's psychotic and like anybody is on the chopping block. So that'll probably be the one that stands out to me most. And I feel like it also kind of explains like some of the reasons like how he is to an extent. And I guess we kind of already knew that, but I think just actually seeing it like really kind of like explains his character and like kind of gives like a little bit of an origin story too, without actually having to like do like a flashback.
Yeah, I can see that, man. Homelander is a different character. He definitely gave a lot of different emotions, a lot of different dialogue, a lot of different. Yeah, he pretty whenever he come onto the screen, of course, he demands the attention. Like every from the first scene he was in when he was with Ryan and they met Victoria at the little place, he was like, all right, yeah, I can run off. Don't get pregnant though. And she was like, bro, what? He was like, I mean, Ryan can spit goo everywhere if he wanted to. I don't care. And I'm just like, bro, what?
Not more than Web Weaver though, I bet.
Man, that was like that.
Uh,
I was so happy when he died. Bro. I'm like, bro, they ain't got to do the fake Spider-Man like that.
Yeah,
Like
that was nasty.
that whole character was just disgusting. Let's see,
Yeah.
man. Mm-mm. Mm. So Ashley, you know, she went and got her some Temp V, which I think she could have turned into like a She-Hulk or something.
What was
like
it,
a
Temp V
Hogan's.
or was it like regular V?
no, it was regular V.
Yeah, I think it was regular V.
How do you know how you know it's regular and what ain't?
Because
Because when
A-Train said
A-Train
it.
stole it for Huey dad earlier.
Yeah.
I think she
Gotcha.
might. My brother was saying she might have hair powers. I think she might come back like Medusa from what is it? The
Clash of the
Inhumans,
Titans. Oh.
and have like air. She gonna have hair powers,
It looked like she was turning
because
into
we
a
seen
monster though.
her skull was doing something
Yeah.
when she was.
Yeah,
It would just
like
be
she,
funny to be like, oh, now she's not bald anymore. This is her real hair and shit.
man, like she
I
was
think
gonna,
I think it'd be funny.
I thought she was gonna turn into the doctor off of Crash Bandicoot. That's what I thought she was gonna turn into. Look at Jazz. I don't know what that is.
I haven't
Actually,
played
should
that
have
in
been
years.
Oh
Like her
shit!
sticking
Ashley,
around. Yeah, she should have been left. Like her sticking around, like all the people she done seen got murdered. Like, and like she don't got a role. Like stage like took her role. They like, I mean, she just there, you know. So I thought she was tripping for even staying there that long.
then Homelander, he over here telling people like, why are y'all like, yeah, to have a backbone, bro? You literally punched through Black Noir.
I'm like, what are you
I
saying?
can understand that though. I can understand why he killed Black Noir.
But
Black Noir he knew about his he knew
Yeah,
about
he
him.
did.
So I can
Yeah.
that was kind of like it was still wild, but like what was really wild when he killed the person they were interrogating. That's when I'm like, yo, this nigga is tripping.
yes,
When
it's
he
like
sniped her.
Yeah,
you
yeah. That's
want
when I'm like,
people
yo,
not
everybody need to quit.
you want people to not go with you in every decision that you make, but then when they challenge you, your lips start ticking, and then you put you got a zap, and then you kill them. Like,
But to be honest though, I ain't go. I can kind of see where like he shouldn't be killing people like that, but I can see where he coming from with like Deep, because Deep still do got powers. Like regular people, I can see why like they would be scared, but like Deep and like A-Train and them, they at least got powers and can sort of fight back, and they bend over backwards for everything. So I see where Homeland is coming from a little bit.
do you think A-Train could beat Homelander?
Hell no, but he could at least
Oh.
have like stand up to him.
Homelander said when last season when A-Train was drinking a shake, he said, I can see the fucking girdle on you. And then he threw the shake out of his hand. And A-Train just stood there like, all right.
It's people be looking at Adrian like, man, he can because I mean I like that 7 and 8 episodes 7 and 8. I appreciate them for doing that because I do think season 3 finale was a miss in my opinion. So I appreciate them doing a fight scene that made sense with the actual crew, because I was like, okay, like I mean, not saying that they all of them haven't been great or haven't been good, but I do think this one was one of the better ones, like with them in the actual room, because it had the action. It was funny, but it was funny that made sense at the same exact time. So, but yeah, I think like that last season when they did the fight, it was just like, bro, you could have pulled the trigger and you didn't, and it's kind of like bullshit. And they kind of pussyfooting along with what's going to happen to Homelander, because I'm expecting Homelander to be dead. I'm like, so when he died, what's going to happen next season? But shit, we get everybody coming to the finale, so it's like I want to see a bunch of bodies, but from season 1 people. So do y'all think that A-Train is out of here, gonna get killed? Let me say that.
I think so.
Next season. Yeah, next season.
Yes. I think half of them gonna be dead.
Yeah, I think a lot of them. I think A-Train's gonna get killed.
I think if he comes back, he's going. I think he could. Like, I like what they did with A-Train, and I like his character arc throughout the whole season. Like in the beginning, I was mad as shit. Like him standing there about to let Deep suck him off. I'm like, bro, run. Like you could make it out the window. These motherfuckers cannot catch you. You're the fastest man alive. I'm like, yo, I'm not going to listen to Homelander just like that. Like, you're not going to be able to touch me. You could fly fast, but you can't think fast and stuff. Like, but the way they evolved his character, it was just perfect. And if they bring him back, I'm not mad at it. And he can die because he got the hero bug. And if he stays away, stays with his family and wherever he is, because he can take them to go anywhere, I'm cool with that. So I don't know. I honestly don't know with him. It depends on if you want to come back and die.
Since we are here, I do have a question for y'all, fellas. If y'all were deep in that situation,
I'm not being deep in this situation. Being deep in this situation.
So Homelander is just like, you just gonna look at him like, my nigga, you got me fucked up. I'm not doing that.
On God, on jeez, I'm not. No, sir. I'm not doing the mother. But you got to punch through. You got to punch through.
Yeah, shoot them lasers, bro. I got powers too. And
that's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying. Y'all got powers too.
What's Wonder Woman who no longer here? She got laser. We just as strong. We like the same strength, bro. I'm not going down without a fight. Fuck it. You're not about to tell me go over there and blow him. If I'm deep, I'm not getting up. If I'm A-Train, I'm like, what are you talking about?
And this is why I feel like he respects Sister Stage, because she'll kind of check him, and he kind of wants somebody to check him. And that's why I'm saying, like, deep. And that's why, like, I see where he's coming from, because, like, they really are just like a bunch of groupies, say whatever he wants to hear. But it's like, I really feel like if they would have a little bit of backbone, because same thing with Black Noir. He didn't bitch Black Noir like that. You know, he also didn't say anything, but, you know, he didn't bitch him. So I feel like he does want people that can kind of like command some respect. And Deep ain't gonna do that. And I ain't gonna hold you. Deep might be the second worst character on this show. I hate Deep.
What?
No, not his. I'm talking like in terms of like being like a bad person, like the shit he does. That's what I mean. Like his character is funny.
No, for sure.
But the shit he does, he's terrible.
He raped Annie.
Yeah, he raped Annie. Like, I mean, even let
first episode
die. You know,
why did
his little girlfriend? Well, his octopus friend.
Yeah, I didn't like that. That hurt
the octopus,
me. I'm like, that was out of nowhere. It's mad dark.
Yeah,
the octopussy had to die. No, the octopussy had to die. There's no reason.
I'm not gonna lie. Because that side story was so funny. Like that side story.
She had to.
So much better than Frenchie's entire.
She had to. Man,
that's how you do a side story.
That's how you do a side story.
Jason, why did the octopussy have to die?
Because what was she doing for the story? What was she doing for him? Like, what was she really giving?
She was supporting him. She had been there since last season. He took her from that mansion from Herogasm, which is why she also couldn't stay in the tank above his bed, because she wasn't even supposed to be there. But did y'all see that she had a Deep action figure in her tank? Yo, that's crazy.
That's kind of fire though.
And one of the tentacles was holding on to it. I was just like, is that a Deep action figure?
Hey, but I'm with you though, Furb, bro. That was actually kind of dark.
It was for
like,
no reason.
I'm watching that. I'm like, yo, he really just gonna let her die like this, yo. I'm like, yo.
I'm Googling how long can an octopus hold his breath.
Yeah,
like,
I know. I'm
like,
fuck, man. Like, it's just suffering, and she's screaming out to him, "I love you." That was tough, man.
The fact that she kept, and then it got quiet, and then I'm like, "Oh, she's still alive," and Deep is just sitting there like, "Is she gone yet? Is she gone?"
Hey, Jazz, which death was worse? Her as the ancient one, is the one, her as the octopus.
You said what?
Listen,
I said which of her deaths was the worst? Her as the octopus, or her as the ancient octopus
one? Because she loved the
same actor.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Wow. But I do. It is also funny because I don't know if y'all seen the movie. We need to talk about Kevin.
That's a wild movie.
Which is so the actress Tilda Swinton, who also did the voice of Octopus Bay, she was starring in that movie, and she's just like, Kevin, please. I haven't seen that movie in a while, and I was just like, was she saying that shit in the movie as well? We need to talk about Kevin, because Chris, didn't he do like a school shooting or something in that movie?
And not just a school shooting. He killed his dad and his sister. Yeah. And they killed, I think he like a pet gerbil or something, or like some pet that he killed too. He's wild. That's a dark movie.
Yeah.
Very dark movie.
Oh. Isn't that John Riley in that?
I think so. And what's old boy's name, or they name? Ezra Miller. He's Kevin. But they're Kevin. I don't know how.
Oh, okay. So he wasn't acting then. I'm sorry, they weren't acting.
You said No,
Probably
no, no.
not. Probably not.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They
Like
just
that's
showed
why I'm
up.
so good in it, because being their self. Yo, Ezra had a little stretch, yo. That was a wild
Oh
motherfucker.
shit! I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yo, he was whooping ass, yo, in Hawaii, like throwing chairs at people. Just he was wild, man. But they were wild.
They sent his ass. They sent him on a. They sent him on a journey. I don't know what he had
I
no
ain't
more.
heard from him since.
Yeah, it's
Last
good.
drop, and I ain't
It's
heard. Yeah,
good.
that is good though.
It's good. Shit, they Jonathan Major ain't the only nigga they can get blackballed out here. Goddamn it.
Ezra for real need to be blackballed. I mean, because he was really tripping. But yeah, we need to talk about Kevin. That's a wild movie and a wild book.
Oh, it's a book too.
Mm-hmm.
Got you. I watched the TV show. Damn, I can't think of what it was. I think it's Innocent or Guilty. I don't know, but it basically somebody's on trial for something, and they're trying to prove that they didn't or did do it. And the story kind of goes back, and one of them was about a son who was a potential school shooter. His dad took him to a mountain to potentially kill him to prevent him from doing anything. And he was like, he didn't, and he paid. He was like, his son was like, want to get out his money to buy like something for him and his friends. He took the money, bought a whole bunch of guns, and shot the school up.
Okay.
And then it was like, so his dad was on trial because they were like, you potentially was trying to kill him, but you didn't. And now you were like, you gave him this money knowing he was gonna buy these guns because he told you, he wrote it down in the book, and you like didn't take it seriously. So it's like they were trying to blame him, guilty until proven innocent, presumed, something like that. But it was a wild show.
Is it a new show that's out with Jake Gyllenhaal?
Not that. No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
No,
The one
it's
with
like,
Bryan Cranston?
nah, it's the show. So the show I'm watching, what I was watching, it's like an anthology. So every episode is a different family, a different story, completely not tied to anything at all. So every story was a little bit different. Malcolm Jamal Warner that played Theo, he's in it. He was in the episode. Let me say that. But yeah, it's different people every episode.
I ain't heard that name in a long time. I ain't heard that name in about 10 years, man.
So what did y'all think about MM this season? I think he said he cut his beard to make himself.
Sorry.
I said he cut his beard to make himself look a bit stressed as the season was going, which made sense. He was going through a lot of different things.
The only reason why I don't support that is because his edge up was clean. It was clean. Like
what
Jason, if he's
strong, you think
listen,
you think my edge up changed? You think my line
Jason,
gonna change?
I'm not talking about you. Some people do. Some people get off their caring. They out here beard looking a little rough or a lot of rough. The edges. Stayed looking fresh all season. So if he gonna try to sell that, I'm stressed. Sir, you still looking good as hell. What
you can still actively do things and be stressed out.
When he got time to go get an edge up, Jason? He don't even see his daughter like that.
He's protecting his daughter though.
All right. Fighting soups, having minor panic attacks on the mission.
Hey, I was going to ask you. I don't. Furb, did you see Bad Boys 4?
No, I ain't watching.
Damn.
Will Smith had a panic attack in it.
No, he did. All right. No, Will Smith did have a panic attack, and I was going to ask.
That's right.
And I was going to ask y'all whose panic attack felt more realistic.
Will's.
See, I didn't like Will's.
I mean, I don't really like either's, to be honest with you. To keep it real, I don't know. I just like heroes having panic attacks is kind of like, damn, what was I watching? And somebody, Long Legs. Jack, I ain't gonna spoil anything, but she was having. Well, I guess I am, but she was having panic attacks too, and I just don't like that. I just don't like that. Like you're supposed to be saving the day, and like you hunched over, holding your chest. Like I just don't.
Hold on.
That's
Long
real,
Legs
though.
is a scary movie though. Shouldn't they be having panic attacks in it?
Well, listen. If you watch it, you'll see. If you ever watch. Are you gonna watch it? Because I can tell you, like,
no,
it kind of makes sense.
Nah, because
Nicolas Cage is in it, so I might.
Okay, it's fire. I fuck with it. It's fire.
That's a nice saying shit though. I got to see it. But
But I'm gonna say Wills though. I would say I think Wills like felt a little bit more real for me.
I like
Yeah.
MM because it shocked me. Wheels didn't really shock me, and I was just like, why is this? And it and I guess with Wheels, you had Martin who had a heart attack, and it's like when you see him have a heart attack, then having panic attacks, it's just like, it
It
just
seemed
don't hit.
repetitive.
It did, but it also just it doesn't hit the same. It made sense, but like they could have given him another ailment, I guess.
I guess the reason why it didn't feel real to me, or like why it felt more real, is because they're cops in this, and then The Boys is a superhero show. So like with Bad Boys, there's still like a level of reality, and I know MM is still like a regular character, but it feels kind of weird that like he's fighting soups and then having panic attacks. That just feels like that
I
just
mean,
feels kind of
he's not getting what was that? What was it? One of my favorite, Lethal Weapon. We getting too old for this shit. It does. You don't get better at something because you've been doing it for so long. Here, that's a wear and tear in your body. Just over time, he's been trying to get with this woman for 4 fucking seasons, and he has to give her up. He can't get with his child, who now he worried about the white man got some. You know what I'm saying? I know Jazz probably got that in the notes.
I don't.
he,
I do
he,
not.
oh,
I did
growth,
not have him
growth.
dude having a big dick in my notes. I didn't have that. The fact that Frenchie kept harping on that, oh, he's giving really Pete Davidson vibes. I was just like, okay, this is where we at. But I thought that was wild when we saw what actually happened to him. I forgot his character's name, but when they were starting their plan, and they was like, yeah, y'all Homelander's biggest fans. And then we see Homelander tell A-Train, Noir, and the Deep, like,
Deep.
Here go Bats. Go ahead and bash him over the head.
Hey man, that shit was hilarious because Deep was like, bam.
They tried to run out of there. I'm not gonna lie. I would think I'm dead already. We have a speedster in here, so even if I try to run, I'm dead. Like even though A-Train didn't kill anybody, and right there would have been my dead giveaway that he's probably the mole, even though he wasn't being the mole at that point. But why are you not killing nobody yet?
I mean, they know he's scary, so that could have been it.
I don't think they were paying attention when like they kind of were doing their thing, and he just didn't. I just don't think they even noticed that he didn't kill anybody.
Yeah, if I remember that scene. It was just these three need to get killed. It needs to happen. It's just like shit.
Because one of the guys got in front of A-Train and he stopped. And then somebody else hit him in the head with the bat.
Black
Noir. You took too long.
He was like, man, this is just so fucked up. I'm not into all this murder stuff. And at the end, he get a boner from killing somebody.
Just like the old Noir did.
I hope they bring them back.
Yeah. So one thing one of the major, there was a lot of twists this season. A lot of different twists. Now, one of them I don't think we're going to get is the clone of Homelander. I don't think that's going to be a thing. Are you going to be disappointed if we don't get that first?
No, because it didn't. It was just it was just like some shock value stuff done in the comics. I don't think we need that at all. Like Homelander needs to be responsible for all his stuff, and the writers even said that. Like, yeah, that's cool to do over there, but we ain't going down that route. We don't need it. I'm not gonna care I'll be pissed if they do it and it's done in a weird way. But if they keep it out, I'm happy. But I going off of what's in the comics and what everything is set up and what's happening now, I can kind of see where they're gonna go, and that's all I'm gonna say on that. No spoilers.
I do think that because we're not getting that, I do feel like the Annie shapeshifter was the nod to that moment in the comic book. I don't think we're going to get the full Black Noir reveal where it's Homelander as a clone. That has to be the one that takes out Homelander. But I mean, that's just what I thought when I seen that. And I'm still mad they killed their clone. I wanted their clone to because when you have moments like that, like it's I feel like it may be cheap where they can go different like a long time being that person or intimidate. But it was just like she just all she did was slide her hand through the damn the chains and she found where they was at in the bunker. All that it was just like it's just a whole bunch of convenient shit that was going on for her not to be for her to be missing for 10 days, not know where they was at. Was she not eating for 10? Like
She had the little snacks that could cause kidney
You know,
stones.
the Lunchables.
Yeah.
okay, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
How did she know exactly? Was that what you? Go ahead, Jazz.
Yeah, because she said she was able to find them with Find Your Phone, but y'all were in a bunker. Now, I'm not going to be, if I'm the president and somebody can find out where I am in this bunker by Find Your Phone, that's a problem because you shouldn't be able to get any kind of signal down here. So I'm like,
they may be on,
right.
they may be on
I mean,
Wi-Fi.
These people is dumb as hell.
And I'm gonna be real. I worked at Verizon for 7 years. As long as that phone works and you're connected to Find My iPhone, you're supposed to be able to find it. Even if it doesn't have service, you're supposed to be able to find that person.
They in a bunker for the president, though.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Jazz. Yeah,
like no, like as the president, security wise, I don't need nothing to be able to find me down here, especially with us having superheroes running around. It just, I'm like, all right, but
that was kind of bad writing for me. I thought like just it felt very convenient after 10 days, and also and like just being able to get in there that quick. Like I didn't really like that.
Yeah, I wanted it to, and like I said, and maybe because I was watching Agents of Shield, the TV show. They had a season where they was body swapping, and like I wanted that to play out in Secret Wars or Secret. I wanted that to play out in the Marvel, like the bigger Marvel, because I was like, man, that was actually pretty dope. But you didn't know who was who, and it was never revealed like up until like the very end how it even happened. So like them being able to infiltrate Annie and then them being able to do different things, and I feel like that's where Sister Sage played a part in it, like being able to get that shapeshifter and send her into that group to take Annie out the picture for X amount of time or for as long as she could as they did, whatever it was. That's why, like I said, I don't think anything conveniently happened that Sister Sage would have set up or knew was going to happen just based on the situation. Because wow, the funniest thing of that, the first episode, Victoria told them they getting worse at their jobs. The last episode, they killed her at the end. They figured out how to kill her, and that was the whole plan. So that was something they knew was going to happen. Like so I didn't want her to die because I enjoyed the character, but I mean, it was a death that had to happen, or it was a necessary death. So it's going to be so. When her dad come back, I wonder how that's going to be. It's going to be a lot of different things that's going to come. Like when Stan come back, it's going to be some shit.
So I have a question with Stan, because obviously she was able to get him out of custody. And so he's just out somewhere. So I'm curious if he's going to go scoop up Chloe. And then also, excuse me, Samir is still alive. He got one leg, but he was able to escape as well. So I'm like, why Chloe even in his foster home for real? Because I feel like somebody could go scoop her up.
Went back to prison.
At the end of the episode, Victoria was able to kill the driver. And so she got him out of the car. And then even I think
it is right.
So he's still out there. So he's not locked up at the moment.
Well, I guess because if he's undercover, then maybe he can't have custody of Zoe.
Yeah, I can understand why that. Okay. But then Samir, and that's
I ain't like the Samir shit because it's like, how you gonna let him get away? He hobbling with one leg. Like, cut her leg off real quick, and he can't have gotten that far. He's hobbling on one leg.
Bro, we seen Saw. Like, we know how this shit go. Kimiko and Frenchie just horrible, bro.
He was struggling in Saw too. So nah,
he died. He died like 3 times, bro. Before he died like 3 times in the hallway crawling, and this nigga Samir running.
That scene was very unexpected when he shot her in the leg. I said, what y'all about to do? So that was I thought that scene was cool. It was intense. I was like, y'all need to figure out something because Kamiko can't die because y'all losing too many soups on your side. Because if it's just all just regular humans, I don't know how y'all gonna be able to go against the Supes.
How did y'all feel about Kimiko and Frenchie finally kissing?
It was cute.
I mean, they should have been gotten together.
I don't know why they kept playing with it. I mean, I get it as far as like the crowd, but when they put the guy in between, it was just like, that was whack. They could have did it without adding a person.
I thought it meant that they was about to die. Like, oh, y'all being too happy in the season finale, one of y'all finna check, or both of y'all.
Yeah, that's typically how I go. Like, you ain't no leaving this with hope. We should take
exactly. I'm like, oh, y'all too happy, y'all kissing curtains. But I thought Kimiko or Frank going to die since last season, so I'm kind of like prepped for them to go because it's like they've stayed here for far too long. Kimiko lost her powers. I'm like, oh, okay, she's gonna die. Cool, whatever. Frenchie, he could OD. I don't know. I could go on a whole rant about them, but like, it was whatever.
Yeah, I think it's definitely set up for them to die. Like, I don't think that they're gonna get a happy ending. I would actually like it if they get a happy ending because I feel like now it's kind of like be predictable if they like both die, or maybe if one die and the other lives. That would be dark, but that'd be kind of fire as far as the story. But I definitely feel like if they get together, I don't think they're gonna have a happy ending, unfortunately.
And Chris, you said that you felt like it was MM fault, it was Huey fault. What was their fault? What did you think was their fault?
What was I talking about? Well, they kept letting Butcher back on the team. Like, it was that. They just keep letting him back. Like, Butcher fucking them over
That's
like 50 times. And they keep letting him back. And Huey making excuses, like, and then MM, like, has every reason just to kick Butcher off. And then he just keeps finding, like, a reason to, like, to keep letting him back in. And then even, like, the little plan that they had with Firecracker, like, that backfired. You know, so it's just like so many times to where like MM like gives the not MM but Butcher like just screws them over, and then they just like Huey's like, oh man, we need him, like some bullshit, you know. And then even with all of this is Butcher's fault, you know, not killing Homelander in season 3, and then him killing Newman is what got Homelander got the other guy in office. So you know, all of this is Butcher's fault, man. So Butcher, Huey, MM, all of them to blame. All of them.
I mean, but is it not the same exact thing on the other side when Homelander? Like, how are you gonna stop Butcher from doing what Butcher do?
Yo, Butcher, he's still a man.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
Well, he was a man. Well, he was.
He hasn't been a man since season like the beginning of season 3. Whenever he started taking it, he has not been a regular man since
they can
then.
still be killed though. Like, I mean, Supes can still like have been gotten killed. And they really had the virus. I mean, I guess mainly just like stop, not even necessarily kill him, but like stop letting him have access to the team is what's causing the issue. Stop letting him back in. Let him do his thing. Let him be solo because the access is what's fucking everything up.
What has he fucked up? Let me ask you that.
With Newman, this whole thing with one, like if he fucked up by not killing Homelander. That was number one. And then with killing Newman, that started like the domino effect to where we are now. Now, obviously, he didn't foresee that, but that caused that. And then all the times where he just like fucked him over, like some of the specific things, like it was something that they did to where he lied about something or did something, but it's so many like little things, but those are like the two main things. And even then with him kidnapping Samir, you know, they found that out. And I mean, so Huey going on this whole rant about them being the good guys and killing, you know, he's getting desensitized to killing, but letting him kidnap and mutilate an innocent man, you know? So that's
I don't know if he was too innocent.
Who, Samir?
But I see what you're saying. Yeah.
What did he do?
Wasn't he a scientist working experimenting on people?
I thought he was just a scientist.
He worked for Vought.
I mean, so all Vought should get killed? Or like get their legs cut off?
The scientists, at least, because they part of them experiments with the kid. He was working up them viruses down in that lab. Like,
Was
he was testing it on people.
I don't know if that was the same people though, because they was deep in that lab. They was on the.
In fact, no, it was somebody else, but he's still part of this.
I mean, true. I mean, that's true. That's true.
Because he was no. He worked for Stan Edgar, so he definitely got blood on his hands. He ain't that innocent. But I get the point that you were saying, but he ain't that innocent.
I mean, I feel where you coming from. I guess just like anytime you a scientist, like you could just be one part of a puzzle. Like, yes, you could be doing some fucked up, like the whole like operation could be fucked up, but like his part, he could just be doing like his job that he not necessarily knowing. Like, well, I don't know, maybe I'm making excuses for him, but I'm not necessarily gonna say that one. I'm not gonna say that one scientist.
You can't say that's what they said. The Homelander, I was just doing my job, torturing you.
I'm gonna give you an example. It's like if I'm in the army and like let's say the military is doing some fucked up shit, like my contribution, like technically I'm on the bad side, but my contribution might not be actively contributing to the fucked up shit. I'm just like a nigga in the army. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense. That's how I look at it.
I get what you're trying to say, but like he was working with Stan Edgar. He was experimenting on people. He's not a good dude. Like if it was just he was there, like say, I would say Ashley, she not really doing no fucked up shit. She might be like on some wild kinky stuff in her personal life, but for the most part, she ain't like telling nobody.
I get your point though. You're right about him working with Stan Edgar, but wasn't Ashley like helping them cover stuff up?
Yes. And I think
so like
she ain't killed nobody though.
She ain't killed nobody, but she's not as bad. So I feel that point. But
so I think when you look at a lot of these characters in this series, there's not a character that's just like hands are completely clean. You get to the point to where you're actually looking at who has more dirt on their hands. And so Samir definitely got dirt on his hands, but does he have as much dirt as Victoria? Absolutely not. Was he experimenting and running tests? Yes. Just like the guys that had Homelander locked up when he was a kid. They was just doing their jobs, but they was doing some real fucked up shit. And so it's like this movie is full of villains. But it's just like, all right, so they not as much of a villain as this person over here. So
y'all think Huey is like got blood on his hands? Like it's like
yes, because your father killed how many people in that hospital, and did anybody
accident though? I don't think if he did that would happen.
He didn't give him the V though. If he gave him the V, I would say cool, but his mom did that. He was like, nah, I don't know, because I don't know what's gonna happen. So technically,
and even if he gave the V, I don't think he would have known it would have went like that. It's still his fault. Don't get me wrong. He's still responsible. And even though he didn't technically give the V to him, he still brought it and did have intention. So he's definitely responsible, but I'm not going to look at him as a villain for that, per se.
Do you think if he would have told his father up front, you woke up because we gave you some V, to where he was able to communicate that with his father probably would have been able to react differently than how he did not knowing? Because it seemed like he was obviously dealing with having a stroke, getting a coma, but he had no idea he had V in his system.
I mean, it would have helped if you would have had a little bit of heads up, because it's like if you just start like spasming out, like you don't know what's happening. So like if he should have given him a little heads up, but Huey's dumb. Like he just like he just does a lot of dumb. I just don't really care for Huey too much and the way he handles things. He just seems very passive and slow sometimes. And I don't really like that from characters. I like people who kind of like action, because he should have just told his pops, been like, yo, we gave you this V, like try to control yourself. But he didn't. Like he freezed up per usual.
But that's why I feel like his payoff is going to come later down the road, because I do feel like he gonna kill A-Train.
Why?
He made amends with A-Train.
I don't give a fuck. What amends you think he done made?
He made amends. He said we cool.
He said we good.
Man, I don't.
If he killed A-Train after that, then he a villain too. Then, because he said that we good.
I feel like there's no point.
I think that may. I think that's how it's gonna end. Him, Butcher's dead. Huey has Butcher's spot, and he gonna be that nigga at that point. That's what I think at the end is gonna happen, because he hasn't, because everything has been about, y'all have just said this man is pointless, he's useless, he's passive. Everything that y'all are saying is why I think that's the only real route that this show could go in my eyes. If it doesn't go that way, I mean, it can go a different way, but I feel like that's what I want to happen, and that's my bold prediction of today. I want to see Huey be the person, be the man at the end, and him maybe he have his own little jacket or whatever it is. Now if he don't, and if him kill, I think he gonna kill A-Train. I don't care what amends they made. If it don't happen, I'll be okay with it. But I do think he gonna kill something. He gonna get some shit on his hands purposely. Like he gonna be, I'm done with this, because that's why I feel like that episode was my favorite, because it was about why his dad trusted his mom with power of attorney, even though she left him as a kid, which I also felt like that was a very complicated story as well, which again goes to one of my favorite TV shows. I can't think of the name of it right now, but same exact situation about a mom who was just going through so many different things, stress levels and things, and she just couldn't handle it, and she left. And I love that's one thing I do love about the show. They can make a fucked up person a real person, which a real person is complicated. Everybody isn't cut and dry in certain situations, and unfortunately, yes, being a parent, it's a huge responsibility, and everybody can't do it. Everybody unable to, and the dad took the mantle and allowed her to go, do whatever she wanted. Like I said, when she was trying to kill herself, like it was like I don't know. It was episode 5 to the end. In 5 to 8 or whatever it was, or 4 to 8, whatever it was, maybe the back half of it, because Homelander was 4, right? Or was it 5? Whatever the Homelander episode, whatever Homelander to the end was damn near perfect in my opinion.
It definitely got stronger at that point. I agree. I think that the second half was definitely stronger. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Huey, I don't think he's gonna kill A-Train, because I think that they are gonna make him the star. I think that he is gonna help to kill Butcher. I don't know if he Butcher gotta die.
Yeah, he but
he gotta die.
But it'd be dope.
I think that it's either gonna be either Huey or Ryan are gonna kill Butcher.
It gotta be Huey. I think Ryan alone, Dad. But it'll be like the Huey killing him. That may be like, you think it'd be like Wolverine killed Jean Grey at the end of X-Men.
Yeah. It'll be that'll be he needs to. I think that's gonna be his like redemption, because like they do all like got a little bit of a bond, I guess. Like I don't even know if you can call them friends, but they got some sort of bond. So I think him killing him is gonna be like make Huey relevant.
I mean, because he kind of sees Huey as his younger brother, and we kind of saw that. We kind of saw that relationship last season.
Not this season. He tried to use his brother in trying to keep him from doing it.
Butcher is going through a lot. He got parasites running through his body. He's falling in the shower. He ain't got his help me little button for somebody, his life alert. Butcher is definitely going through a lot this season. So he
don't respect Huey at all. Like I've never thought that he respected Huey. He be talking to him crazy.
But he talks to everybody.
That's just how Butcher talk, though.
Yeah. Butcher
need to get slapped.
Outside of his wife, who's no longer here, who did he even talk to on a respectable type of level where he did not want anything from him?
I think Mother Milk. I think that they had like compared to everyone else.
Mother's Milk. They put it in dog food.
Yeah, I know. I think Marvin. I think he talked to him with the most respect out of everybody.
I know he's not gonna get wrong with Marvin.
No, he does.
Because they gonna knuckle up.
He said some crazy to Marvin?
Yes, and Marvin punched him in the face because he was like,
he punched him in the face.
That's course correction.
Yeah.
But listen, he still said it. Y'all been cool for years. How you gonna come at this man talking about that's why your wife ain't with you no more?
That is kind of wild. That is.
This ain't y'all first or second mission. Like you know what kind of Butcher is.
Yeah, okay, that is wild.
As people say to me, but is it true though?
Look, MM is going through a lot.
Could kill. He is. But
you think he ain't stressed because he's getting a haircut.
Kimiko, maybe.
No, she could have killed Butcher, not anymore. But she could have. She just let him talk to him.
Oh,
so was he? So
she can't kill him now.
I don't think she could have killed Butcher before.
He was just a regular man.
Kimiko was just a regular bitch. She just can heal.
She's strong as shit. What you mean?
She used to be. No, her powers before she lost them
strong.
Used to be fire. She wasn't getting her ass beat in the first few seasons.
Yeah. Early on, she was like Wolverine for real, or like X-23. Like she was like strong as shit. Like
that second batch of V she got.
Do y'all think
she got watered down? V.
What was I gonna say? I forgot what I was
great value V. When she like when her arm got cut
V
off.
from
It
Bro, that was a great. I feel like, do you think that was like a joke? Do you think that was
had to
like
be
a
from
shot at
Deadpool.
Marvel for
Had to be
No.
from Deadpool.
I was thinking Secret Invasion when I was fucking with when Amelia Clark had the baby arm when she was when she was fighting.
No, I didn't go to that. I went to Deadpool when he had the little baby legs and they were
Baby
growing
legs.
back. Because I mean, she kind of had a baby leg in this one too when she was waiting for it to grow back. So if you watch, I think maybe the second Deadpool, then you'll be like, okay. I don't think they was coming at Secret Invasion.
Why wouldn't? I mean, they went to Comic-Con. So I mean,
I don't think that was particularly for Secret Invasion.
Got you, because it felt like because she had, you know, Amelia had that look when she switched over to somebody. I forgot who one she used. I'm like, bro, that shit looked like when she did that on there. I was like, but that one scene though, the first episode when we found out that that Newman was shooting up her daughter,
Zoe, yeah.
And they tried to jump out the window and they tried to grab her arm and missed it. I wish we would have seen the face. I'm like, how y'all don't censor nothing else. Now y'all censoring something.
Look.
But I'm glad, you know, but y'all know one person I am glad is dead. Tig Knight.
Who? Oh yeah, he needed to die. Yeah.
Tig Knight.
Well, he said the A train.
Oh yeah,
y'all would have caught you fast. We would have caught you.
Yeah, they was disrespecting the shit out of A-Train.
Crazy.
That was wild.
You know what the episode made me think of?
What's that?
Django?
Teddy Perkins. It made me think of Teddy Perkins.
Oh yeah, Atlanta.
It made me think of Teddy Perkins when I was in the room, and at the end, the person killed the maid or whatever it was, the helper.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It was his brother, I think, or someone killed Teddy.
Yeah.
Jason, do you think this scene with Tech Knight was pretty much a parody of Batman? Had to be.
It is.
Like,
it is.
The tech cave.
Yeah.
And then Alfred. He's like, I had to clean up so much semen from holes.
And you got camps.
Hey, Huey, why'd they send Huey of all people?
Bruh.
I don't know.
Because Huey is so nervous. He's too nervous and like he just fold under pressure too much to be undercover. And this is what I'm saying. Like, he can't be undercover. He can't fight. He doesn't have powers. Like, Annie is part of the team, so we don't need.
Oh shit!
What
the power that Huey did have is what his dad got.
Was it?
The phasing. Huey could teleport. It's
okay, kind of got you.
Kind of close.
Okay. I'm
they both did get broken ass powers though.
If I could, I would like the phase, but I like the phase properly.
Yeah, because like how you just run and then you stop in the middle of somebody. Why did you stop here? And then you kill somebody. Now you got blood all over you.
And fucking him up too.
Yeah, it was no control.
Yeah.
No control.
Because once he gets in somebody, he got a phase to get out of them, or he's just stuck in their guts.
Bruh. Yeah, he was freaking out. That was like, bro, chill. When he was in the room in the room inside the dead person body, I was like, oh my god, they are wilding.
I got a wild question for you. If a chick sent you that clip and be like, and the caption is, "I want you in my guts like this," how you responded?
I'm gonna send a Walking Dead zombie eating. I mean, what did you mean? Nom. Shit, we be in there. Oh shit, man. I think we pretty much went through everything. Any characters that y'all want to see come back that weren't on the show? I know we got a nice little Easter, not an Easter egg, but what was it at the end?
The cameo with the kids.
End credit.
Yeah,
Wait, with the kid.
Oh, we got an end credit?
Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy, tell him. No, the kids from the other show.
Gen V.
Oh, from Gen V.
Yeah, the kids. That's what it's Gen V.
Yeah. Gen V, when they come, that's gonna be interesting. See what I'm curious how this gonna do. But every time I think about Gen V and I get sad, I think about Chance. It's hard to think about it without thinking about Chance.
Yeah, it is gonna be sad to watch that.
Because
They're gonna kill him on they're gonna kill him on screen though. Well, they don't kill his character off in the show.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I'm curious.
Filming had its.
Is that dropping next year?
I would assume so.
Okay.
But I feel like I feel like this is gonna be maybe 2 years. Right.
Well, yeah, we're getting season 5 in 2026. So I would think that Gen V should drop, time soon. But we should get Gen V next year.
Yeah, because I think when he passed, like filming hadn't started, and that's why they're able to write his character out how they are.
Yeah.
Or they have to do it how they are. So I guess it's probably gonna be sometime around this year, this time of the year, next year. I guess like spring, summer. We'll get Gen V. Maybe earlier than that, maybe. But I guess to answer your question, Jason, is it confirmed that she's dead? Because I thought she ran off with her girlfriend.
Oh no, she didn't die. No. She left.
Yeah.
I would want her to come back, but with the reports.
But the powers. But she don't have powers anymore. She used them up trying to stop Soldier Boy. But they say y'all seen that on the real thing.
I did see that.
Allegedly Anthony or Homelander was abusing the people on set.
He Homelander in real life. They say he not fully acting, and they said she was one of the ones, because I don't think she's not in the industry anymore.
Hold on, wait a minute.
She's not even an actress anymore. Yeah.
Y'all gotta feel Furb.
What did he do to her?
And I think they were saying verbal abuse and like verbal emotional abuse. Is that what it was, Jason?
Yeah, I feel like he was. I think he was probably method acting. Maybe I don't know, but like he was taking this shit home, like living as Homelander type shit.
Yeah, that was maybe like a week or two ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! Because I remember it was maybe a year or two back. It was something in the news with him like being a dick to somebody, not like somebody on set, but like just some random person at a restaurant. And I was just like, oh, okay, so he really an asshole in real life.
Yeah,
like he ain't playing no character. But I mean, don't pull a Ezra Miller until at least the season is over. Then you can do whatever you want. Just like film this shit, get it out the way, and then go off and do your shit, bro. Don't ruin the show for me.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah, that's because I don't want people getting like abused. I mean, they didn't really go into details, but I definitely don't. Hopefully, it's not true. It probably is. I mean, I don't want to speculate too much, but it possibly is. But yeah, I'm with you. I don't want the show to get ruined. And of course, like I guess most importantly, not people's like lives getting ruined too, because she left the whole industry. So I mean, that's
wild.
Yeah, that is. And I liked her as Maeve too. I thought she was a good character.
Yeah. I mean, she was one of the ones that would actually stand up to Homelander.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, what?
She was the only one. Well, I guess Annie a little bit.
Not on that plane, but yeah, you're right.
Listen, it was a lot going on, and she was like, "I can't fly."
Push him off of the plane, I guess.
She can't push him off
and he flies.
He can fly.
Jason.
That was fighting in season 3.
Well, and that's another thing I was gonna point out. Like, I don't think the remaining of the 7 can do it, but like Homelander is beatable. They don't know that, but like he can I think of some if enough of them stood up to him, like they could actually at least defend themselves, because like Maeve was kind of whooping his ass a little bit, and he ain't actually looked at when he got under pressure. He actually ain't really looked that strong.
Yeah, because he's not. He actually is pussy. He just got powers, like a vest protecting him, but without all that, he can't really fight. That's why he got his ass whooped by Soldier Boy, butchering. But that's season 3 shit. I don't want to, because I was mad about the season 3, and I'm past it, and I don't want to revisit them times. Because again, I could go on a whole rant about that. But yeah, if Deep Noir and what's his name, A-Train, I think they could take him. No, I think they could take him. Deep is strong as shit, and so is Noir.
They got beat up by Mother Milk, and who was
MM wasn't doing shit. He was lighting the Black Noir up, and them bullets was doing nothing.
Bruh,
then A-Train came in.
Was just bouncing. He was bouncing off them bullets like it was shit.
Yeah, MM wasn't doing jack. No, they didn't. What's his name got tossed out the window?
They got jumped technically.
They tried to jump them. What you mean?
It was 2-on-2, and then everybody else came in the room and started. But
hypothetically, you broke into my office, so we're not worrying about no 2-on-2. Like you trespassing.
But I'm saying, but after they left, they was like sore. They was limping.
I mean, they was in the fight, man. Come on now.
Like, listen, if I get in a fight,
get beat up. They just got.
I got beat up.
It was a little scratch.
It was a scuffle.
Man, they got beat up.
It was a scuffle.
And like, no one really did, because who were they fighting again? Was it Mother's Milk?
Nah, it was
A-Train.
It was Starlight and Butcher.
Yeah,
and A-Train.
Butcher. And then
Butcher
A-Train
was his ass whooped.
Yeah, he was. He was. They were trying to shoot at them, and it was like that's when it was like, okay, so these niggas, they got to get killed by a suit. Like that's gonna be the only way to get them.
Yeah,
which
and
I was
A-Train came in.
Yeah, so I mean, A-Train was really the one that was kind of like the deal breaker for them, but Noir and Deep, they ain't got hands like that.
Nah, not this Noir. The old
other Noir, yes. Other Noir, yeah. Because he stood up to Soulja Boy. It cost him, but he did stand up to Soulja Boy.
Yeah,
he got his ass beat by Soulja Boy.
He whooped Kamiko too.
Now Black Noir had hands.
He did, but he lost to Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy damn near killed him.
But Soulja Boy might be the strongest suit we've seen.
Do y'all think so? Y'all think that Homelander gonna turn Soulja Boy on his side?
No.
Soulja Boy not dead?
No.
Did you not see the
Soulja Boy don't like him.
Huh?
You didn't see the end credit, huh?
Nigga, there was an end credit.
It wasn't even like it wasn't even long. It wasn't even long. Like it was right. Like it was like boom boom.
It was an end credit.
Yeah.
What was the end credit?
So the Homelander and the new president, he told him that Soulja Boy was in the bunker, and then he went to go visit him.
Oh shit! Nah, I know that. I thought Soulja Boy was dead.
Why do you think that? He was literally getting put in season 3.
Okay, I thought he was maybe in a coma, incapacitated.
Yeah, he is. He's not able to walk around and talk.
Dead. That nigga, if he
ain't dead, he just back in the like when he was locked up in Siberia. He just sleep.
So y'all think he's gonna be a factor again?
Yes.
I think he'll be a factor.
I just don't know. I don't know what capacity, because they also trying to bring it. They trying to bring his homeboy from what's that show that was on for like 30 years?
Supernatural? Oh, you don't know Justin Ackles, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that is. I'm talking about his brother. I mean, his homeboy.
What's his name?
Jared Padalecki. That's his name.
Thank you.
He plays Walker Texas Ranger. Him.
He looked like a Walker Texas Ranger too, though. Like he was perfect for that. That's perfect casting. So what? He trying to get a role?
Yeah, they trying to get him into. They trying to write him into the show some type of way.
Oh shit! Fuck it. Let everybody. Hey.
As long as they kill somebody,
get everybody in.
Yeah, some people they gotta kill. I mean, ain't that many niggas left to be killing shit.
What you mean? There's a lot of people left.
Yeah, so it's like 8 people, man. Homelander, Black Noir, D, Huey, Butcher, Annie, Kimiko, Frenchie, MM, Ashley. It's like 8 people, 9 people.
Edgar, get him out of here. I mean,
did Zoe get killed?
Nah, nope. Zoe, she in Red River.
Oh, that's right. She was.
I think they'll definitely bring her character back.
That's crazy though, to send her there. Like she ain't got no money. Like she should have had some money. Like but like, then again, her mama. Well, they uplifted that, so her mom being a superhero didn't even matter no more.
I don't know. I would think Victoria would have something set up for her, but obviously it don't seem like she did. But she was dealing with a lot too.
I hated her.
What was you hated who death?
Victoria.
Why?
Yeah.
I ain't like that. It felt, I don't know, unceremonious. I feel like she deserved a better death than that. It just felt.
I thought that was a great death to get.
Yeah,
that shit was unexpected.
I didn't want Victoria to die.
I guess maybe that's what it is. I
think that's what it is. Like, if you gonna kill her, Butcher did it the right way. Like, he just didn't say shit and just went straight to her. But I was just like, my nigga, y'all need her help. Why are you like? I understand with them not truly like trusting her, but you kind of between a rock and a hard place right now. So you need to get your allies up, especially soup allies. And
they could have used her, like those powers.
They could have definitely used her. I
Yeah.
said, my nigga, what the fuck? I was mad that they killed Victoria.
How did Butcher find them?
Find my phone.
Weren't they in the same?
That's the base that they was cooking up that poison in.
Yeah, they was in the same spot. Yeah,
Okay.
so he just
they ain't leave.
But I'm okay. I'm gonna say, but shit, he wasn't there. I guess he was, but he was in the hospital here. He had to leave the hospital.
He got the tumor powers. Then he was like, all right, let me find out where everybody at.
So was Butcher ever in danger? Or was it just a power that he didn't know how he could control yet?
I think it was a power he didn't know he could control it. Because when he killed the priest, he didn't know what happened because he blacked out.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but he could still be about to die too, though. Like he could be able to use his powers, but he still could be about to die.
I feel like that worm gave him like extra couple of weeks.
I mean, it seemed like it.
He looked dead in the hospital.
Yeah.
He rolled up at the spot like, "Hey y'all."
Man, I thought they were going to use Marie to pull the tumor out of him.
Ooh, that's a good theory. But fuck Butcher. Keep that shit in there.
Yeah, he gotta die. I want him to die. He gotta die at the end of this. He can't survive. He needs to crash out.
Yeah.
Scorched Earth. That's what they told us last season.
What's that?
Yeah. We do need that though. We do need. I don't know what it's gonna look like, but the Homelander versus Butcher fight that needs to happen as well. We need to actually get that. And now I guess we have a way of getting to that moment.
Who you think?
Yeah, his tumor power is strong as shit.
You think?
I think he can take a punch from Homelander. I don't know if he is strong as Homelander.
Yeah, I feel that.
I think if I take a punch, and I guess within that, I don't know. Even if he was to kill Homelander, like they're still the Soups are still able to do what they want to do, and I feel like this finally gives Soups a thing to do because you're gonna have the bad ones versus the good ones out. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. Like Butcher, I guess he don't realize it, but everything that he didn't want to happen, he made happen.
And I think that's why Sister Sage plan worked, because it was like, I mean, as long as we let Butcher do what he do, they gonna figure it out. We just gotta the main thing we waiting on is Butcher gonna kill, or they gotta get them to if we kill Newman, we good. If we can get to a point where they're gonna have to kill Newman, it's like shit. If we get to this point, what's gonna happen? And shit,
but Sage didn't know that. I knew that Homelander was gonna expose Newman. Sage didn't know that Homelander was gonna expose.
Yes, he did. Everybody knew that.
Yeah, she did.
He said that like in Tech Night House. He was like, "What we gonna do? Is we gonna tell everybody you a Soup?" That shit threw me all the way. I said, "What the fuck?"
I would have been so pissed. Like, wait, what just happened? Live TV, and then here goes Firecracker. Yeah, I'm gonna give him some good milk tonight.
Bro,
I feel so bad
killing
for Victoria.
her. Hey, that milk is killing her.
I thought she was gonna die in the finale because she was coughing.
Yeah.
And the way Homelander was looking at her, he like, bitch, slide down. Slide down some more.
The Homelander funny as shit, man.
Yeah, nah, he hilarious. Everybody, this character hilarious.
Homelander funny as fuck.
He said, some more in front of everybody.
Bro, I will say one thing I didn't like though, like that, you know, that trope.
Which one?
The black woman uplifting the white man. Like that's how they make it. That's how they make it look. I feel like at the end, Sister Sage is gonna pull a the black girl on How to Get Away with Murder. Like at the end, and like it was really about her the whole time. She went with the group. Like she was with the group, but she wasn't really with them.
Well, she definitely gonna turn on them. I don't think.
Yeah, she ain't with them at all.
But I'm saying, like, I feel like she, like, I want to know what her end game is, and I wonder if Homelander get wising up before and kill her.
I think so. Like,
maybe A-Train have to be the one that saved her or sacrifice himself for her, since they were so beefed out.
I think when it comes to Sister Sage, her end game is the challenge. Is this gonna challenge me? Which is why she was just like, when Homelander told her, like, I kicked you out like you were trash. She was like, Yeah, but I just did this just to see if I could. That is a menace because she doesn't have an end game. She just like, oh, I see a challenge. I'm gonna see if I can achieve it. And of course, she hates humans as well. But I think she's probably gonna backstab Homelander in the next season because she has enough loyalty for him to get to her mission or for her challenge to be accomplished. Soon as she no longer needs him, she's gonna get his ass up out of here. So
Yeah,
I don't
I definitely
see
think
him killing her, but I can definitely see her backstabbing him next season.
because Homelander's not stupid. I think he could get to a point where he recognizes that she's manipulating him, and I could see like him turning on her. I don't know if he'll actually kill her, if he'll be able to. But she's for sure playing him. I don't think that she's in alignment with what he's doing. So I could definitely see like I definitely think that she's gonna turn on him for sure. So I think that'll be cool, but I think that like if her only motive is just to see that she could or just do it like just because, I think that's a fire motive.
It is.
Like not
Yeah,
doing it for no reason. That's a fucking fire motive.
that's why I like her. I was like, oh
Yeah.
shit, I like this bitch when she said it, like just to see if I could do it. All right, this is fun to you.
It
That's what I
pissed
need
me
my
off.
characters like.
That pissed me off. I
Really?
was like, man,
Why?
yeah, y'all know, y'all know I hate when black women help white men. I
I don't
hate
think she
that.
hating her. Well, she is helping him, but it's to I think it's to her own means though.
Right.
And that's why I'm like, it got to be something else. Like, what does she want from this moment? Not just I want to do it. I get that, but what else? Like, where are you trying to take it to?
But what if
yeah,
what if it's just seeing how far I can go? That's not a good enough motive?
no, because for what? How far you go? Because like, what you mean? Like, she gonna be the one in control? If it led to her being in control of everything, yeah, I'm riding.
I don't think she wants all that control because she doesn't want to be front and center. Now, if she's moving behind, in the background, absolutely, because that's where she feels more comfortable. Because she's just like, I can't do what I need to do out in the open, which is why she didn't want to join the Seven, and which also makes her even more dangerous. Somebody who doesn't want to be front and center in the spotlight. She want to move behind everybody because then she's more calculated and can see what everybody else is doing, which is why it was so easy for her to realize when them was following her. So
she got shot. She got shot in the head and just kept moving.
Yo,
that threw me all the way off. Did y'all know she was lobotomizing herself?
Yeah.
Didn't she tell the Deep?
Yeah, Deep.
I mean, prior to the Deep,
Yeah.
prior to the Deep doing it, did y'all know? Because they kept showing that little thing, and I'm just like, bro.
The first time she let him hit, she did it when she was feeding him a blooming onion.
Yeah,
I had an idea. I'm like, I think she might be doing that because being smart is because with smart characters, it's like the crutch is usually, oh, I'm too intelligent, but they didn't do it like, oh, everybody is beneath me. It was more so like just to enjoy like dumb shit. Like, let's go watch the Kim K and Ray J tape. I'm gonna give myself a lobotomy so that I can have a little fun. It's like doing a little bump of
a little bump of coke. That's the high.
But
man,
she didn't do that with Black Noir though. He said, wait, what? And what does that tell you? When she was with the black guy, she didn't need to dumb down herself. But when she was with the white one, she did.
Well, Deep
is dumb as hell.
Yeah, he's stupid.
He is. He's very stupid.
Yeah, he's real stupid. I need Deep to die. I need him to have like a body.
Yeah, you got it. What kind of fire? I want to ask you, but your ass always, man. I don't know. It just needs to be fire.
Like whatever happened to Newman, like getting ripped apart or something. I could definitely.
He can't have nothing cool like that. He got to have something that makes him look pathetic.
It has to be done by Starlight, though. Starlight has to kill him. Speaking
of Starlight, Starlight full of shit. Her powers ain't worked in 8 episodes till it's time to run away.
Bruh, she said flew away.
She been having performance anxiety, but now that it's time to get away, now suddenly they working.
She could have at least tried to take Huey with her. Like, that's great.
She
was about to leave Huey for fucking her clone. I'm like, yo, why you just leave me, bitch? You got blast them. I wasn't saying leave. I was saying shoot them. The fuck?
Camera go back to the.
She really did leave him, yo. That's kind of crazy. She got powers and she left.
Huey looked like,
grab me.
is she coming back? Is she coming back?
Fly with me.
I
Like,
want
yo.
to if Huey was raging out like tripping on her, that would have been dope. I feel like you bitch, because he was happy. He was happy because he was happy as hell when she said, you gonna get tested for everything. He was like, yeah, yeah. I'm like, man, he would have been like, you fucking bitch. I knew it.
But even I don't even feel like her getting mad at him for fucking the clone and not knowing that it was a clone. Like I thought that was kind of stupid.
That's a woman.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna let you cook with that.
You cook it on your own.
I'm not in the kitchen.
Yeah,
I just want to drop. I just want to throw it out there. Real quick.
Don't be like some scientists with Homeland trying to shoot it in the trash. That was no.
So Jazz, you would have you given the a pass for that?
I mean, you can't be mad at him because he thought it was you.
If
it was me, am I giving a pass? Is that even a pass though? Because he wasn't sure what he was doing. I'm not going to be upset with him if he thought he was fucking me the entire time, Jason. Like a shapeshifter, nigga. He gonna get tested. He gonna work through it, but I'm not going to. How did you not know it wasn't me?
But that's crazy. But that's y'all know. I don't know why y'all acting like why y'all so quiet. Y'all know.
Y'all know what?
Y'all know. They know that's a woman. She said how you should. He told her. He told her how he knew and like the different tales, and she was still mad. It was like, wait, like I'm not even a superhero.
She was locked up.
This girl know her thoughts. Her thoughts. She
like she knew everything about Starlight, telling him about memories. There was no way he was like, this ain't Annie. I mean, he had to put those pieces together, but he was just like, she initiated all the sex, and you were gone for a week and a half.
Bro, for 10 days. Because she said how many times?
Less than 20. Like, it was fucking. But like, if my dude gets snatched up and his clone come through, like, you don't normally do that. But I'm like, okay, we trying something new. He can't be mad at me when he becomes free. Like, why didn't you tell? He knew all your techniques, my nigga. He had everything. He brought all the stuff here. So I would say Annie was wrong. I say all that to say, no, Annie was wrong for coming at.
No, she was dead wrong. Yeah, she was dead wrong.
Annie been wrong for a long ass time at this point.
She's battling herself because she's a really shitty person for real. Even though the entire time she was trying to tell herself she wasn't, or blaming it on her mom or Vought. But her past,
she's a shitty person? Even like now?
Yes. I mean, we kind of realized her past shit that she was doing. Because, like, realistically, all this stuff, like, she was bullying Firecracker during that whole thing. And so, why Firecracker hated you. So.
But I mean, you think she's like a shitty person like now? Like today?
Her hands got some dirt on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was fucked up, like her, like what she did to Firecracker, but they were kids, you know?
Yeah, because Firecracker is one thing to go, it's, in the group of people. She put this girl business on the news for the world.
Putting her medical records out there, like, I get why you beat her ass.
Yeah.
But you also have to realize you can't lash out. Because, like, what's his name?
Singer.
Like he said to Homelander at the beginning of the series, he said, lashing out and stuff is a white man's privilege. And so
Giancarlo.
Right. And so it was just like Starlight, with everything going on, all this media stuff, you can't just go beating her ass on national TV. Like, you do that shit somewhere else to where you're not getting all this publicity and stuff pushing. But she fell in a trap. Because if she didn't do that, they were able to pass a law that she suggested that could have benefited them. But Firecracker knew where to hit her. And that's why Sage went to go get her.
I say Sage knew what hit her. She put it right
Lined
there.
her up for the ass whooping.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Yo,
she said, you got my ass beat.
Yo, who your favorite character outside of Homelander? If that is your favorite character, but like,
that ain't even my favorite. You mean from the whole series or just a season?
Yeah, just from the whole series.
Victoria was up there, but she out of here.
I mean, she could still. I mean, she 4 seasons in. You can still pick her.
Maybe Sam Edgar.
Okay.
For him.
Okay.
Butcher, maybe.
Butcher. Okay.
Man, fuck Butcher. He killed Victoria.
Butcher or Soldier Boy.
Yeah, I'm into a Soldier Boy.
Yeah, Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy. But when he had them old hoes. She was funny as hell.
I saw a deleted scene where he was making out with one outside of a motel. I said, "Wait, what?"
Yeah, yo, he like them old as hell.
He old as hell.
I mean, technically, yeah, but he don't look it.
I mean, he is super. He is super.
Yeah,
they age a little bit different.
Yeah, but I thought with him, like I thought that was season 3 was my favorite season of the show so far.
Which brings up, what is your favorite season, Jazz?
Oh, it's between 2 and 3.
What about you, Furb?
I would say 1 and 4. Y'all like season 3's ending?
I just really like so.
Do you like the ending though?
I did. I mean, I get why y'all dislike it with the whole like. I mean, I knew the show wasn't gonna end there, so I knew Homelander wasn't gonna die. So that's why I didn't dislike it. I thought it was like stupid for like Butcher, but it didn't ruin the season for me. Just because I knew that we were getting future seasons, so it didn't necessarily ruin it for me.
Yeah, I think it definitely could have been better, but it didn't ruin the entire thing for me because it was just like, okay, Ryan's there, ain't shit about to happen.
And Maeve was whooping his ass. That was a great fight scene. I thought that was a great fight scene. Like they was whooping ass.
I think in between season 2 and 4 are my favorite. Yeah, because at the end, I think that's when we had the Russian, right? The Russian girlfriend.
The Nazi, you mean?
Oh yeah, Nazi. Yeah, that.
Oh, this nigga said Russian. You talking Stormbender?
Huh?
Stormbender?
Yeah.
Stormfront. Was it Stormfront? Yeah, she was racist as fuck. I know Stormbender. I don't know.
Ain't no wrong with that. So, any predictions? I'm gonna say any predictions for the next season or for this? What spinoffs? I'm gonna start with you.
I don't want to say because it's kind of spoilers, but if you know how the comic ends, the way that
the comic ends.
Yeah, that shit been ended like years ago. But the way that it ends, But them Jones is bad. I wouldn't like go read them. Like they're actually awful. It's way too edgy and trying to be like, oh, it's just a lot of shock value shit. But they're setting it up to where as though certain major parts is going to happen. Like the clone shit might not happen, but the stuff surrounding the clone shit, I think is going to happen. I think we're going to get that, and it's going to end similarly. And I'm gonna just leave it there because it'll be too much spoilery, and then you'll be like, "Oh shit, you did say that." So if you want to go and look at how it ends, you'll be like, "Oh, okay." So now I see why. But we'll see.
Yeah, how about you?
I definitely think Marie from Gen V will probably connect with Zoe or Stan Edgar. Somebody. I think Zoe needs to get about that foster home because, yeah, I just don't see her just staying there. Still trying to process the season finale. I think half of them gonna die though. I think A-Train will come back. Maeve not so much, but R.I.P. But do you think they could have just like? I mean, I know she's not dead, but like, do you think they could have? With her, like those two, like clashing to recast her. Oh, okay.
I thought you were gonna say do it for the Martin and Gina. I'm like, no, we don't want to have that.
No, I wasn't gonna go there, but
recasting. I mean, I guess you could recast the character, but you haven't done it yet, so don't do it now. Just keep them up the show, keep them unwritten. You got to bring her back. Because what value is she bringing? She ain't even a hero no more.
Yeah, she ain't got power. She don't.
I don't even think she wants to be a hero anymore. She just want to be with her girl, which I respect that.
I mean, you can
She
get
chooses love.
you can get V. Like Ashley just took some. So it's not like she can't be a hero again.
Too,
you said what? I mean,
it's unpredictable.
Kamiko lost her powers, got them back. They're not as cool as they were before, but so it's definitely an option if they wanted to go down that road.
But yeah, I was gonna say I've heard those comics are terrible. Like
I've never heard that.
I've heard they are like it's just like he's saying it's just shock value, and it's not even like necessarily well written. It's just saying like what can we gross them out, how can we disturb them, and that like it's not even quality. Like pretty much, I've never heard someone say something good about it. Actually,
I've never actually heard anybody talk about. I heard people talk about Invincible, but I've never heard anybody talk about the Boys comic outside of the plot twist with the Homelander thing, Black Noir.
and I think there's a reason for that
because they're
someone's not talking about it. Like I think there's like a reason for it.
Invincible is perfect. They ain't have to like really rework the story. The Boys, damn near everything is different. It's certain story beats that line up a little bit, but
I don't want to spoil Invincible, but I do think there's gonna be one thing taken out of that's not gonna be in the show that's in the comic. You know what I'm talking about, Furb?
if it's the one thing that everybody be talking about, I don't think they're gonna take. No, I don't think they'll take it out. It'll stay in because it serves a purpose.
I think if anything, they might imply it. I don't know if they'll. I feel like I'm.
You read the comic, Chris?
I'm just familiar with it. Like I'm familiar with the plot.
You a wiki nigga, huh?
Sometimes I mean
Reddit.
Nah, I do be reading shit. I do be reading shit, but it just when it's like something that's like when it's something that's like really long and like takes a lot to invest in, it's like I'll eventually get to it, but then sometimes I will just like kind of cheat a little bit.
They got YouTube videos where they break down the whole story of everything. So,
yeah, I try to stay away from it. Once it's finished, then I'll go to it. I know Twitter had been playing with. I thought you were stronger. Because everybody kept saying it was Spider-Man. And then it finally happened. I'm like, oh shit, that's Invincible. So, but yeah, man, interesting. And so, Fred, what did you think about season 2
of Invincible?
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. I love Invincible is one of my favorite series of all time. Like before it even got a show, I would sing the praises of the comic. But it was good. I'm looking forward to the next season. I am looking forward to certain characters showing up and certain events happening and how they're gonna play other events. I like what I'm seeing. That's all I'm gonna say.
How many seasons do you think we would need to get a great completion of Invincible?
With the way that they're going, I think maybe if they don't extend it, because he just broke up with his girl in season 2, right? So.
Mm-hmm.
5 or 6. I would have to think really hard about it, but 5 or 6, because next season I can see where they take it and what because they like to end on like big things, so it's kind of predictable in that. So with them doing that, I can kind of see what they're gonna end next season on and what they can end the following season on, and then matter of fact, 6, definitely 6, because
6 total.
6 seasons.
6 total.
Oh, okay, 6 total. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was 6, 7. I think that's a nice sweet spot depending on the arc and the way you're going with it. So I feel like they'll probably keep going up, as it go. Yeah. But did any of y'all have any other comments, questions, or something that you wanted to talk about season 4 or just the boys in general?
Jason, did you have any theories going into season 5?
I've given every theory away already. Huey gonna kill Butcher. Huey is gonna become the new Butcher.
You see, those did not stick with me because I was just like,
but
okay, never mind then.
yeah. I think Huey, the payoff for Huey, his dad passing away, is he gonna be strong. He gonna finally get over that hump and get to killing people, and he gonna be the new leader of the board.
I think my theory, I think we're gonna have Huey. I think we'll catch a body, but I think we're gonna get a Homelander, Butcher, Ryan, and his name is Luke from Gen V. I think we're gonna have like a 2-on-2 fight.
Man,
I think we're gonna because
I hate his brother died though, man. Because I want to see that.
It was good writing. I was surprised. So like anytime a show catches me off guard, like I'm like, okay, like I like the character. I would like to see him, but I thought that was good writing because I was definitely thinking, okay, he's gonna be like the main guy. But now Luke is looking like, man, he's pretty strong, man. So
you seen that shit he was doing them cartoon
oh
characters?
yeah, I seen that.
He was fucking them crank anchors up.
Yeah, so I think that he
Go ahead, Chris.
Now I think that he could I think he could hold his own on against Homelander because Homelander he hit Newman with the beams and she survived. So I feel like he at least has to be comparable. So I feel like he could hold his own. So I think Ryan, I guess my main prediction, I think Ryan is gonna be like a key in defeating Homelander. I think he's gonna turn against his dad.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Every time I saw them kids from Gen V show up, it irritated me because
Why?
I knew they weren't on the side for the boys because the boys kept catching so many L's this season. I was just like, can y'all get a win at some point? And they didn't. And then you see the Gen V kids, and I'm like, God, Homelander really has, he got so much stacked on his side. I'm like, how are y'all
kids, they might be better than the boys right now. Newman was right. They bad at their job now.
They are.
But they kind of trash.
That's why I'm pissed that he killed Newman because I'm just like, you needed her.
Because like Luke, they don't got no answer for Luke. Kate, even damn, what's her name?
It's not looking good for her, man.
Yeah, they not. Yeah,
unless Marie joins their team, like they kind of fuck.
Y'all need to put more faith in that tumor.
Who?
Put more faith in the tumor?
Yeah.
Who's tumor?
Butcher's tumor.
Butcher. You think Butcher
the bad guy? He on the other side now.
Butcher not gonna. You think Butcher can fuck with Luke?
No.
Furb, you think Butcher can fuck with Luke? Man, gonna turn him
to a crank anchor
and not. He gonna turn him to a crank anchor and knock his head off his shoulders, man.
But Luke is schizophrenic, so don't underestimate that either, though.
Don't underestimate that tumor, yo. He ripped Newman in half like it was nothing.
That is true. And then Newman also did take the beam from Homelander, so that is actually true.
Exactly. So we know she's strong. The beam, when he shot the lasers at her, she ate that shit.
She did.
But you have to remember though, she did something to make herself invincible because they couldn't shoot her in the head.
Exactly. I think she wasn't going to do that while he's ripping her in half.
So
I don't know if you can control that part of it though.
You think he can just do that to Homelander though?
No. Do you think
that's what this nigga telling me right now?
I'm saying do not underestimate that tumor. That's all.
This is my one spoiler for myself. Is the tumor in the comic book?
No.
Okay.
Just don't underestimate the tumor. That's all I'm saying.
Butcher's definitely a problem now. Like if he was able to do that to Newman like that, then like I feel where you coming from. Then like it's probably
it's hard for me to really judge it based off Newman though. Newman ain't the person Newman wouldn't be the person I would be like.
But
she's still strong.
Yeah, they gave us.
What is she? I mean, but I'm saying like what made Newman seem all that because she got shot by the laser, or is it because she? Is that
99% of people getting hit with that laser and dying?
Maeve took the laser.
Maeve was strong.
But I'm saying,
I got a question.
Yeah.
Do you, when it comes to Homelander's laser, is he able to adjust how much power he's putting in that laser?
That's what I thought.
For sure.
If that's the
Yeah,
case, do you think he would have put a serious blast towards Newman on TV to where
No.
it could have actually killed her?
No, but
I
I think he
think
got his point
Yes.
across though.
Yeah. I think he put enough in there for her to like do whatever to her powers to react.
but he knew it wouldn't have killed her.
True,
So
but
that
that still
kind of
shows that
makes
she's
you,
strong.
but that
I feel what you're
does it
saying,
though?
Jack.
Okay, man. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay.
Does
I
it?
have to.
Because if
Same.
he's just like, if somebody do a little push at you, they're not trying to do enough to hurt you, but to make a point. If he's able to do that, then you can kind of question how strong Newman was. Not saying that she wasn't strong. I think she was very strong, but Newman was dangerous because she could pop your head without being in the same room as you. Butcher caught her off guard, and he closed her eyes to where. Now that's also another thing to where it's just like, do you need to see where the people at for you to pop their head?
Yeah, she do.
But also,
Oh, because she was
covered
completely out of the building and killed somebody like from miles away. That was she. Maybe she
watching the
couldn't.
screen. Was she watching the TV though?
She was outside. I think she was by the gate. Yeah. So
I thought she was
that
watching.
Could be just that could be a plot hole too, though.
That's because I'm
or
like,
it could be y'all underestimating the power of the tumor. I'm telling.
Butcher's strong. Nah, Butcher's strong. I do think Jazz brings a good point that like I don't think Butcher was trying to hurt her. I mean, not Butcher. I don't think Homelander was trying to hurt her. He was trying to prove a point. So him killing her would have like it wouldn't have mattered. I think he tried to hold back. But I mean, I still think that like the majority of the people probably couldn't have taken that. But he obviously probably I think if he wanted to kill her, he probably could have. Or at least if he wanted to hurt her, he could have. So I do think that Butcher probably right now might be the second strongest. Because I mean, who less? I mean, Soldier Boy out of commission.
We ain't seen what Ashley can do yet.
Ashley got to show us something, yeah. But I do think she's gonna have a power that's gonna make her relevant, though.
She's about to be crushing dudes' balls, like.
She's gonna be She-Hulk.
Yeah,
a freaky She-Hulk. A freaky Shrek,
hey,
more like it.
Speaking of Ashley, when Homelander made her take off her wig,
bruh,
that's one of the funniest. Yo, that's what I knew. Like Homelander was like. I knew he was evil, but that was like, because that was just nasty and mean, and there was no reason for him to do that.
No reason at all. That nigga man just evil, bro. But of course, the reason that we are here, was it good though? Furb, we're gonna start with you, brother.
Yeah, it was cool. Would y'all consider this show a comedy?
At times,
yes.
yeah.
A dark. It's a dark comedy. It's a
lot more than The Bear.
I was just gonna say that. Have you watched The Bear?
You got
shit.
I have no idea why that's labeled a comedy, but
ain't shit.
Nothing is funny.
I will say the arguing between what's you know
Cousin
between Carmi and Cousin. Them little back and forth they've been having been kind of funny outside of them kids spitting in the kitchen. Like, bro, you shoot this nigga. This nigga spitting in the kitchen, bro. Shoot this nigga. Shoot this nigga in his head, dog. Like, get this nigga out of here. Chris, what about you, brother?
Yeah, I'll say it's good. It's might be the weakest season to me, or it might be. I might just put it maybe above 1. Actually, second weakest. I'll put 2 and 3 above it for sure, easy. But it's still good though. 2 and 3 were fire. So, but it's good though. It's good.
2 is fire. 3, so I think Soldier Boy was fire. And 3, that ending was just like, all right, bro. All right.
But it's good though, for sure.
Jazz, what about you?
Yes, I enjoyed this season. It had some issues. I probably put it last, if not second to last. So.
Okay. Well, for me, yes, I definitely think it was good. I would put it, if not first, second to first.
Okay.
What you think though, Jazz? Did you have anybody's thoughts?
I didn't.
Shoulders up.
I did not.
Got you. Any Jazz, what are your thoughts on the Run Club?
That's a wild pivot. That's like out of nowhere. Very productive.
Okay. I mean, for me, I'm saying like escort service. I don't know. Like it sound like it sound like the new escort service. I'm trying to I'm fine. I'm looking for me one. Um, you know, looking for me. I like to run. I like to run. You made fun of me for running, but now
I
you know
did.
what? It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's
Jason
all
was
good.
waiting for this moment. He was waiting.
I didn't, and I'm being tame. I'm being tame because I didn't say nothing. And of course,
They be out there. I understand you, Jason. They be out there running.
I know they be out there. I know.
I'll be running too, and I tame.
This nigga here, man.
Hey.
People, man. The shit. Okay, 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago, could you imagine a world to the way it is today? Like the way you gathered friends, the way you communicated with people, the way relationships have. Could y'all imagine this 6 years ago?
Like run clubs, we
Yeah.
still talking about like using run clubs.
I'm referring to the entire scope of everything, like run clubs, just going to social media to find a friend. Because at one point we were scared to get on social media, like we was like kick like talking to people.
I
But
think
like
it was more than
it would end there.
I think it was a lot longer than 6 years
Yeah,
ago.
about 20 years ago.
Yeah.
You could say that.
Yeah,
6 years
I
ago.
wasn't.
6 years ago, we had Vine, right? Like,
I went on social media then like that.
6 years, you still had
What, 2018?
Instagram, you still had dating apps.
2018, yeah.
But Tinder existed in 2018.
Yeah. All of that was still there.
But that's a dating app though. Using Tinder is one thing as opposed to going to Twitter and finding friends.
To be honest,
I mean,
Jason,
I've heard that there's that's all I'm saying. Like there's apps just for that, but like I jumped on Twitter to kick shit about whatever the fuck is going on in my life because that's what it asked me. What do you do?
Yeah.
It didn't say what the fuck was going. Then everything, all these things just became a thing, and now we just like it's. Once one time, like you probably would be judged for being cool with somebody on social. Like you met this person on social media, and now y'all best friends in person. Now it's like that's almost like a thing of what it is. Like you get cool with somebody on socials, and it's like y'all you can have a fully functioning relationship.
You know what, Jason? I actually see where you're coming from, dog, because I feel like a lot of things changed since COVID. And like Discord, I didn't even know Discord was a thing until like 2020 or something like that. Like, so yeah, I can kind of see where you're coming from. I guess if like people were maybe, I don't know, like thinking about the future, maybe could have seen it all online. But in the last like 5 to 6 years, I could see like it's been a big change. But I think COVID had a big part in that though.
MySpace, Black Planet, Facebook, but when they were poking each other. Now, maybe not you are using it a lot for that, but that's just like when I got to college, I'm networking with other people that go to college with me. I don't really know these people. And I'm like, oh, I see you in the caf. So it wasn't like how it is now, but you kind of see breadcrumbs starting and then it growing into something bigger. Because it's just like I'm friends with somebody from their MySpace, seeing them on their top 8. Oh, let me go ahead and follow them. And then it's just like, oh, there's a football game this weekend. To where it's like, oh, I kind of. But my intentions of dating. People? No, go ahead.
No. Were you speaking to these people that you seen on these top 8s and things like that? Like you randomly speaking to like, oh shit, I know you from, or I seen you on MySpace. Was you back when you were on MySpace and it was an actively popping?
If we were in the same space, be like, oh, okay, I remember talking to you like that. Yeah. To where like we're in the same space of like school and things like that, especially if I went to the university I went to was down the street from another university. So it's just like connecting that way. It wasn't as heavy as it is now, but yeah, that stuff was definitely going on in 2020 or 2006.
I feel what you're saying, but like it sounds like what you're saying though is like people having like online relationships that like exist almost like exclusively or predominantly online. Because like I got MySpace in like 2006 and Facebook around the same time. But like I definitely did make those connections, but it was like connections to meet people in the real world. Like if it was somebody that I was like never gonna meet, then like I didn't really take the relationship that serious online. It would just be someone that like, okay, this is a friend, but I wasn't really like for me, so like going back to like MySpace, I would meet people that like I was going to school with, and it's like, okay, when I meet them, like we going to the same school and we're gonna connect in real life.
Yeah, it would be people that's local.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if Jason is talking about broadening to where it's just like, oh, I'm talking to people in a different state.
Yeah. That's what I thought he meant.
He got to come back and clarify.
Yeah. Because I thought he meant like people like across like the country, like that you otherwise would have never met.
But then I guess because like I'm never probably gonna meet JR. He live in the UK. So, but he's been on the pod multiple times. He could be over here, but I haven't met him. Have you met JR in person? He's outside of the pod.
Nah, he was he wherever he was, I wasn't there. But I've met most people in the chat in the pod. I mean, in there.
So, are you talking about people that are outside that aren't local? What's your example?
No, even local. Like it was weird where you just like, nigga, because we're in the same city don't mean I'm coming to your, I'm having a birthday party, come over. You ain't just fit invite the fucking Twitter people to your house to a birthday. But that's crazy.
I ain't doing that today.
But that's how I've literally met people like that. Like we throwing a gathering. Hey, come out. Shit, I pull up. Like, and I'm a dude too, though. So that could be something in that as well. So I've said, but it was just like years ago, nah. But I wasn't a social media person. Like I did AOL, but that's because I would never see that person. So I talked the way I want to talk. I want to go get their phone number. I wasn't trying to have a conversation with them beyond typing on this goddamn computer and going about my day.
We definitely had two different experiences, but yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, for sure. My sister and them used to do my MySpace, and I didn't get Facebook till I graduated high school, and it was like I was in college as a freshman. I didn't have that. None of that. I just wasn't a social media person. So now, seeing it now and just seeing how it is now and how everything is just it's a normal part of life.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I would still go back probably a few more years, like at least 10 years. It would be harder to predict, but maybe like 5-6 years ago, it'd be easy to see, okay, this is where it's going. Because I think around that time is when it started, maybe not started to, but it just, social media, it did go from a point to where though it existed and wasn't like that to now it's like this, where it's like you can't escape it almost. And I think I blame Vine a little bit for it because it started like the whole short form addictive video, like stay on a platform all day type shit. Mm-hmm. And everybody just took that model and put it everywhere. So now everybody's on all these platforms and just constantly scrolling on and stuff. But I understand what you're saying. It is like it went from being like no to now it's just everywhere.
Like I never had Vine. I never had a Black Planet. Like a lot of Tag. I never had that. Kick. I never like most of the things that people had and they were doing. Like it just didn't interest me. So like a lot of that stuff was just like I don't get it. I don't know why. But nah, I'm not fucking with it.
Jason sound old as hell.
I didn't want to say that. I was about to say you old, bro. That's what it is.
Black Planet is a
I'm like this lame ass nigga.
Yeah, that's going way back. Black Planet.
Like,
even Kick is a throwback for real. Like
Kick used to have the hose on it though.
Nah, I heard that. I ain't have Kick, but I did hear that.
I missed the hose thing because shit. I didn't know that was there. I would have been.
You was old. You had to be in the know to know that Kick had the hose on it.
You know what? Yeah. I shout out somebody, but I don't want to blow up their spot because they was a kick fiend. Ah man,
I never been on Snapchat though. I heard Snapchat had the hose.
You have to know the hose on Snapchat. They had the hose. You can't just get on Snapchat following random.
Oh, it's not. Oh shit, that's what I would have done.
You can now because they got, which I don't like. They got like some joint where you can see, oh, this person near you put up a Snapchat. This person, you can put your location and shit. Yeah, I ain't doing that shit.
Hey man, once upon a time, this woman took my phone, and I'm wondering how she know where the fuck I am. She has used my Snapchat and made me her only friend. So she knew where my location was at all times. I was like, I see you at the top. What? I said, how does she know? I'm looking at the window like, wait, I hope she's not out there. Like, what did she pull up?
How long did it take you to realize, like,
bro, it took a minute, Jay. It took way too long. It took way too long for me to. I was like, bro, I don't know how she knows. But she know I got to stay at the house. Like, cause it'd be crazy. She pull up to one of these people's houses and something crazy. Like, no, no. But yeah, I get on Snapchat every now and again. You can see where niggas at in the neighborhood, just random niggas, just in different places, and then it's
what
kind of
they
like
doing. It's like okay.
it's like that's why I'm glad Instagram has a story. Like I didn't use the Instagram for the podcast. Like I never had an Instagram. I'm not and I take a lot of pictures. I just don't post pictures I take of myself, of my kids. It's nobody's business. Like that's how I've always been. I like to talk. I like to see my words. I like to see what other people talk about, and that's it. So that's why Twitter has kept my attention. But Link of Thrones. Link of Thrones is the section of the podcast where we take a character from the show, and tell y'all something they've been in prior to or that they're about to be in. Furb, we will start with you, sir, because you.
Can I go last? I don't.
I thought you had a character. Chris,
no, I was looking Chris. It up.
Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna go with Jesse T. Usher. He was in Jazz's favorite movie, Smile. But yeah, he was in Smile.
Fresh. Jason, do you have your Link of Thrones?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Laz Lunslow.
Okay.
Okay. Wait. I'm going Jump the Broom.
Who's in that?
A movie with Paula Patton. Good job. Because he hates her. Herb, do you have your person, or would you like me to go?
Yeah, I could go. I'm gonna go with Susan Hayward. That's damn, I'm looking at her name, Sister Sage. She was also in Orange is the New Black for 22 episodes.
Oh shit.
Really?
That's crazy. Yeah, she's 41. She looked good.
41?
Yeah. No, that's what it say on Wikipedia.
No, I thought she was like 26.
Oh, you was a wiki nigga. Got it. Hold on, let me see.
Damn, yo, 41.
I go through everything.
Does it say what seasons that she was in?
It said no, it just say 22 episodes. She played a character named Tamika. She was on for 2018 to 2019. Maybe she was a side character. I don't know.
She was probably in that last season. I feel like that's the only one I didn't get to watch.
She 8 years older than me.
I'm stuck on 41. That is crazy.
She looks good. Come on, black women.
That's wild, yo. I mean, on the show they make her look really young. I thought.
Shit,
she's just fine. They ain't making her look young.
Oh man, she might got a white man. Hold on.
Lord. I am going to for my Link of Thrones, I am going to select Frenchie, Tomer Capone. He was in When Heroes Fly.
Okay.
Jason, why you had to jinx it?
I never heard of that.
You said what?
I didn't jinx it. I started looking her up, and she was a little too hugged up with a white man. So
look at you.
Oh yeah, she is, and he look. Shout out to Love in existence.
No, fuck
shout out to Love.
Yes.
Shout out to Love. Everybody deserves love that they find. But you said
okay, we was doing good. Love is love. Love is love. Jason, did you have anything else you wanted to add for this episode?
No.
Furb, did you have anything else you wanted to add? Anything to plug before we close out?
If y'all ain't check out Smiling Friends, check it out. It's a really fire series. I do one of the voices on there. I play Glep, the little green character.
What show?
Smiling Friends. It's on Adult Swim.
Oh shit, you in that?
Yeah, I do like because I wanted to like a troll position. So I know the guys. They're like YouTubers. They have like a a little animated thing, and they got on Adult Swim. They said, "Yo, we got this shit popping. You want to do a voice on here?" I'm like, "Wouldn't it be funny if I just like blah, 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 blah." There's a little green character named Glep, and that's who I voice.
Okay, I seen the show, and I think I see it. It's on Max, right?
Yeah,
This nigga probably lying, bro. I don't know.
Laughing
I am
like-
lying. I am lying. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
Jason was
Hey,
about
hey, look, I'm gonna say, oh shit, it's on Max, right? I'm gonna peep that right now. I'm gonna say, I love sports somebody. Fuck this nigga here, man. This nigga here, man.
he kept a straight face too. I was like, that's what's up. I'm gonna clip that so then we can, show support. Your ass is lying.
That's why I had. That's like, nah. Let me keep pushing this because this nigga here, man. But man, episode 111 next week, Jazz.
Yeah,
Next week. We've been waiting.
I'm ready for it.
We've been waiting.
Chris, did you have any final thoughts before we close out?
Nah, thank y'all for having me. I mean, The Boys is one of my favorite TV shows out now. So yeah, thank y'all for having me. Love talking about this show.
And thank you so much, gentlemen, for coming on the show. Next week, as Jason said, was about to say, we finally, the movie of the summer or the year, Deadpool and Wolverine.
You think it's gonna be? You don't think Dune 2 gonna beat that out?
I think Gladiator 2 will beat out. Actually, I don't know. It'll be very interesting because Gladiator 2 looks really fucking good. Dune 2 was
I wouldn't know.
Really good. I know.
I wouldn't know neither. Yeah,
saying.
I don't like saying niggas.
So it'll be interesting, but the way that they've been pushing Deadpool is, we'll see. But
they got saying in there.
This nigga think he gonna sneeze. But yes, episode 111, The Boys. This is the Was It Good Though podcast. I am Jazz.
And I'm Jason.
Thank you so much to everybody. Please be sure to like, subscribe, rate, review, check us out. Last week's episode was man, what we do last week? The Quiet Place.
Silent. I've been saying the Silent Place. Yeah, that.
Quiet Place Day 1. Y'all check that out. And be on the lookout for our lives that we do for House of the Dragon and our episode 112, Deadpool and Wolverine. Cheers.